Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Redline Radio and home of our original studio. Now the home of Talking About Balls, the best show at Redline Radio. They have two convenient locations. East side, call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off of your purchase.
Growing Wings Adult Services is the official sponsor of the old home for Talking About Balls, state-of-the-art Studio 2. Growing Wings Adult Services has over 7 years of experience with taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, give Lisa a call today at 234-334-7547.
Voted #1 remote guest by all of America at Dynatech. Talking About Balls. We're here to tell you that Dynatech is the best. As testified by many satisfied customers, their diamond saw blades are the fastest cutting and longest lasting. Customer satisfaction is how they measure success. Their engineers are always available to help you troubleshoot and solve a problem on your job site. Dynatech is the only saw blade company recommended by the pavement marking manufacturing industry. Located in Elyria, Ohio, Dynatech is committed to being the top diamond saw blade company around the world. Their products include saw blades, abrasive blades, pavement marking blades, core drill rigs, core drill bits, high-speed gas saws, masonry saws, walk-behind saws, tile saws, other construction equipment. They stand behind their products with a warranty and customer service that keeps their customers satisfied and earns us the ranking of best in the industry. Dynatech. Contact Dynatech today, 161 Reeser Court, Elyria, 44035, or call 1-800-446-9001, or visit their website, dynatech.com.
Do you like NASCAR? Do you like collecting NASCAR items?
No.
Give Pit Road Diecast a call today if you want to go and purchase those awesome looking cars to add to your collection. They specialize in all the current and past, living and dead, NASCAR diecast and or model car kits. For all of your diecast needs, call 216-355-2347, mention Redline Radio, and receive 10% off your first in-store purchase.
If you want to remember the good old days where you had internet to do your radio show, throw it on a t-shirt. Call Incredible Keepsakes. T-shirts, cups, binders, keychains, you name it, Incredible Keepsakes can make it and customize it for you. The official merchandise provider for Redline Radio LLC and all the show hosts. Call 440-242-9648 or go to their website, www.incrediblekeepsakes.com. As Diane would say, cherished moments are made to last forever.
Are you remodeling your bathroom, kitchen? Need new windows?
Need a new desk for two show hosts?
I was just going to say that, but I'm so glad you beat me to it, because you know what? Wiggins Construction Home Improvement does everything you need them to do. Residential and or commercial. Give Will a call today, 440-731-7654. And of course, tell him that Team Redline sent you.
I talk a lot of smack here at Redline Radio, and you know what I'm not worried about? Getting some bad juju. That's karma. But you know what is great juju? The band Bad Juju. They're the official band of Redline Radio, covering all your favorites from the 80s and 90s. To book Bad Juju, call Chad Moon at 440-458-0209.
I'm going to jump ahead to this one because I love Ohio Wheelman Series. They race cars. They're quick. They're fast. I haven't watched them yet, but I did see a video last year when Dave was showing it on Facebook, and they look pretty fun. Premier Stock Car Racing Series in Northeast Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. Redline Radio is a proud sponsor of the Wheelman Series. Remember, we are still looking for 2024 sponsors. No better way to get your company logo on some of the fastest cars in the state. Not to mention, local racers are some of the most loyal people when it comes to supporting our sponsors.
If you're throwing some old rickety chairs out the window and one of them happens to hit the sidewalk and you put a crack in it, call ACS, Affordable Concrete Solutions, LLC, to come by and check it out. Call today, 440-714-1987, or give them an email, affordableconcretesolutions.llc@gmail.com.
Is your car broken down? Can you not start it? Is it not running? Do you have a tire that's flat? Give Tuffy Auto Care a call today. It's more than just a slogan. At Tuffy, we stand behind our work and promise it'll be done right. Period. Or guess what? They're going to fix it for free. Tuffy is located at 649 Leona Street in Elyria, Ohio.
If you're looking to put on a Bob Marley album and not get arrested for the things you're doing while you're listening to it, you're going to want to go to Puff and Roll Vape and Smoke Shop. All legal all the time. Your one-stop shop for vaping, CBD, and Kratom in Elyria, Ohio. Your favorite local smoke shop located at 464 North Abbey Road. Contact them today at 440-444-4443, not 420. Ask for Dave or Dan when you mention Redline. You get 10% off your purchase.
It's going to be getting cold here shortly. We're coming off a very hot summer, but is your AC not currently working? Are you afraid your heat's not going to work when the weather turns cold? And I'm going to power through that one because that's what we do here. Give Sensible Solutions HVAC Services a call today, specializing in service, maintenance, repair, and installation. 440-985-8387.
That wasn't because Kyle couldn't read. It was because he was cold. He was shivering. So he's going to have to call and get his HVAC serviced. All Pro Freight Systems, large order freight shipping located in Northeast Ohio. One call hauls it all. All Pro Freight System located at 1200 Chester Industrial Parkway in Avon, Ohio. Ask for Matt, 440-933-2222. They can haul away your old chairs if you want to get rid of them. If you're interested in advertising with the station, get a hold of Dave at 440-503-0828. For all of our programming information, you can go to www.redlineradiolllc.com. Check out Redline Radio LLC on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Want to take Redline Radio on the go? Download the Redline Radio LLC app at the Google Play Store. The NBA starts tomorrow. We're going to give you our predictions on everything.
We're also going to update you on the MLB playoff picture.
And the Browns won, so you know what that means. We're talking about buzz balls, baby. Let's do it. Let's go. The buzz starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talking About Balls. I am Justin George, joined as always
Got my balls ready.
by Kyle and Tim. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Oh no, dude, we did not do the buzz balls yet.
That
Jason,
it's
thank
coming.
you. We're here.
You had a
And-
nightmare about getting paid.
Hey, Steve, you don't knock it till you try it, brother. Maybe it's not a nightmare when you're doing it. You know, just saying. I never have, but maybe you're into it. I don't know.
Is this how Mondays are? We just come hot and heavy right out the gates?
Literally. Yeah, no, I mean, I've never been pegged, and I don't plan on it.
It is your anniversary
And-
weekend, so
Do you
Yeah,
know
it doesn't go that way for me. I don't need anything. I don't know what to say. Don't knock it till you try it. Yeah, it is. Tara and I, we are celebrating our 4-year anniversary this Wednesday, the 25th. 4 fucking years. We've been together since 2007, so it's not even like that big of a deal. And we got married on our dating anniversary, so it's always been October 25th. So this is just nothing new for me. This is
seems like only yesterday we were sitting by a beach drinking a lot of drinks.
when I was making the worst decision of my life. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Cut that.
Sure, Tara doesn't tune in until later, so I think
No, she's home. It's Monday. Shit. Wednesday she works till like 8:30.
Great.
Monday she's
I'm
home.
waiting for the hello with the wavy hand.
Yeah, she,
Right.
she just
Hello.
messaged. No, she messaged me on Facebook, and she's like, "Have a good show" with a kiss face. And then I come on here, and I'm like, "Horrible decision. I should have never done that."
Shit.
But yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. It wasn't bad. Friday night, I did the domestic thing. We stayed home and we carved pumpkins and watched horror movies and did all that shit. And I did a horrible rendition of the original Halloween pumpkin because, you know, I did it freelance
Like
or
the
freehanded.
knife. Like
No, the actual, like the pumpkin from the movie.
okay.
I did it freehanded. I looked at the picture on my phone and I tried to do it without any stenciling or drawing,
Go
which
stencils,
was
man.
mistake number one. Well, in my head, I thought I could do this. No, not quite. The eyeballs are the size of fucking dinner plates. They're huge. The nose wasn't bad and the mouth was all right. And then I ended up fucking up on, because again, I didn't stencil anything for the mouth. So I'm just freehand, like trying to make teeth. And all of a sudden I like pop some of the pumpkin and the teeth started coming out. So I kind of have like a little bit of a meth pumpkin. He's missing a few teeth.
He
but-
messed around and found out.
Yeah, you know what happens? It's Halloween. He ate a lot of candy. His teeth fell out. What are you going to do? But yes, we did that. Saturday night, we went to Cedar Point for Halloween weekends. Excuse me, rebel. But
Was it fun? Pat?
Now we're back.
Peg is like golf. You say you hate it, but it's your favorite thing from now on.
Hey, Mike. In my defense, I never said I hated anything about pegging. I just said I've never done it. And I said, don't knock it till you try it. At least golf, I made fun of. Pegging, I don't have an open mind about it by any stretch. But I'm not here to judge those that do, is all I can say. It's 2023. I don't judge anybody.
I'll judge you if you play golf, though.
If you want to shove something up your ass, just make sure you're not going to get hurt. That's first and foremost. Be safe in the bedroom. I hear about stories all the time where people like shove light bulbs up their assholes. I don't understand that.
You know, as
Honestly, I think a buzz ball would be safer because it's not glass. Like it wouldn't feel good.
Wow, this metal part,
aluminum
though,
would suck.
this metal part
That's
would
the part where
fucking
that
suck.
stick out.
But think about a shattered flashlight though, and you got to shit that out. Like there's
Well,
no other way. They're not up there
I'm
with
sure
a vacuum.
Mike
you
being
gotta
married
shit
to
that
a
out.
nurse, I'm sure she's heard some or been around some. You're pegging the pumpkin as we speak. I like this. Nice. That's gonna be a pumpkin with just one hole in it, isn't it?
Yeah, I got a weird feeling Mike has been caught getting pegged by something every once in a while.
Colleen has told some stories of
She's
things
walked in
people
the
have
house like a
their
hard day
ass.
work, and she's like, "Oh, Mike, I'm exhausted. Why is that up your ass?" And he's just in the kitchen, like, "I thought you worked till 10:30."
Mike's got one of those like gerbil tubes that expand to like bend down.
Yeah. Colleen's like, "Mike, what happened to Lemmy Winks?" Mike's like, "I don't know." And he's just shivers. My ass, I got hemorrhoids. My ass itches.
This shit out bones falls out. Oh, man. I'm sure my in-laws are watching this now too, so this is amazing.
I hope so. But yeah, then Saturday morning before Cedar Point, we went to Lakewood. Lakewood was doing a Halloween flea market. So they had like 5 or 6 bars, maybe more, where they had people setting up like their artwork and you know, whatever. And it was like a flea market. You walk around, you get to go to the bars, have a drink, look at the shit. It was all right. Nothing
Nice.
special. Really nothing caught my eye.
They are all there.
Jess is all here. They're having Mike's pegging intervention right now. That's why they're all gathered around. They're all watching it together, and they're like, "Mike, the things that have gone in your ass. We need to talk." But they won't turn our show off, so we're just making fun of it in the background. That's the
I
best
hope
part.
it's on the TV in the living room because that would be amazing.
Volume up, baby.
Go to YouTube app and open it up at Talking About Balls, and there you go.
Correctamundo. You know where to find us. So we did that Saturday morning, and then Saturday evening we went to Halloweekends, and Halloweekends was fine. The weather sucked. It was cold.
Were the walkthrough like horror stuff like scary or just?
I mean, not for me. I'm 6'4", so I can see everybody. Like I could see over the fog, and like I see
really?
everything coming. So like for me, it's just kind of funny. Like I can see somebody coming, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna scare the fuck out of Tara, and I just watch the whole time. Like that's pretty much how that's fun for me. But yeah, it was kind of drizzling. So like Tara's pregnant, obviously, so we couldn't ride a lot. So
Right.
we had to stick to like simple things. We rode the Cadillac cars or whatever they're called.
I saw the photo. of when
We
you
rode
can't-
the carousel on the
when you
way
can't
out.
ride rides. You look like you're having a blast.
The one thing that we were really fucking excited for was the Ferris wheel, because we're like, she's pregnant, we'll just ride the Ferris wheel, we'll get a great view. As soon as we get into the fucking park, starts drizzling, they go, inclement weather, down. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me. That never opened up again. But we had a good time. You know, we walked around, we ate dinner. Like, we just
Did you ride any rides yourself? Like you're by yourself?
no. I wasn't gonna go wait in line by myself. That was weird.
Tara doesn't ride rides. So.
She would if she's pregnant. She can't.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm
Damn,
sorry, Tara.
Tim.
I just forgot the babies wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, not yet. No. When she's about 2, you throw her in the dryer and then you get them warmed up for roller coasters. But right now, a little too young for that.
That's how you practice somersaults earlier. Right?
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't get to do much, but I mean, it was fun. We walked around. Like, I know this one bar that sells a drink called the Gunslinger that Greg Sherwood, friend of show, is the one who turned me on to, and it is vodka. It's in like the frontier town, like the Old West area. It's vodka, rum, tequila, gin, and maybe another alcohol, and then they just mix it all up with like some cranberry or some shit. I don't even know what's in it, but it's fucking good and it's strong. And for Cedar Point, I think it's $14.99. But
Jesus,
you get it's a good sized cup and it's just full of liquor. So if you buy a beer, it's like a tall boy of
It's like probably
of
seven,
a
$8
beer.
bucks.
$7-8. Is this 96? It's like fucking $12 nowadays, dude.
Wow,
Like, I think last year I got a
that's ridiculous.
what are they called? A White Claw. I got a
what are they called? A white?
I haven't had one in so long.
Oh,
I was gonna call it a high noon, but it's a White Claw. I got a 24-ounce White Claw, and I think it was like $16.
They
So
sell 24-ounce White Claws.
oh yeah.
You don't see them at the stores?
I don't look for them.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're right next to like the other like what tall boys or whatever.
Yeah, they mix it in with like the beer and shit. You'll probably find them next to like
I mean, maybe not the gas
Twisted
station
Tea or
you go to,
something.
but they're there somewhere.
yeah, they got Ghetto Tea, Twisted Tea, and no White Claws in Tim's convenience stores. But yeah, so I
tease there for sure.
yeah, 100%. And I
Illegal weapon.
I partook in a gummy on the way in because I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have some fun at Cedar Point somehow. So I had a good time. It was fun. And then I had the gunslingers right in the middle of like the scare zone or whatever they call it. So like it's just all foggy, and I'm just like, I'm having a fucking blast. I got a big smile. I was having a good time. What's up, Adam? Star of the show. Here he is. What's up, dude?
Is he star of our show? Has he earned that right? I don't think he has.
No, I said the star of the show.
Oh, the show. Yeah.
I am the star of our show. No, I'm just kidding.
It's probably true.
But I had a great time. And then Sunday,
Definitely me.
I didn't do shit. I watched football all day. It was fantastic. Didn't leave the house.
Fun-filled weekend.
That was it. Really didn't do like we were just on less than a week ago, so I don't really have a whole lot
I feel
to
like
talk about.
I've done a lot since we were last on.
I haven't done shit. That
It's
was
so
my whole
crazy.
recap.
It's so crazy because I'm still over here trying to figure out what the fuck I do
And
Friday.
last night, Tara made me build a bunch of baby furniture, so I did that. That was it. That was my whole week, my whole weekend.
Seems like very productive. Fun.
I hated it. I was
Exciting.
trying to watch the football game. I had the Steelers game on in the background, and Tara was yelling at me because I wasn't paying attention to her.
Let's see. What did I do? Friday. We went to Happy Dog.
Okay.
And we met up with some friends there, and we did. They had like a polka DJ.
Thanks,
DJ
Jason.
DJ Kishna, whatever his name is. So it's just a guy who plays like vinyl records. of
Timbuktu
polka.
is the star. That's actually a
He
very
is.
fair point. That's why we put him up in the middle on the top.
Should put a star.
He's the angel on our talking about balls tree. He's just right at the top.
I don't know if I want to be on the tip. I don't know.
If the middle logo, if the logo was just the one picture, you would be the star on the tree, if you will, but definitely not a tree.
Could you get on a tree? I mean, I'd watch it.
That's why I said I couldn't be hung. But
so it's a guy. So it's literally just a guy who just spins vinyl records of old like polka music and like dances and sings with it. Plays an accordion. Goes for 3 hours. The crowd is insanely big for this.
No, you're in like Northeast Ohio is huge in polka,
It's
dude.
huge.
Big time. Like Parma's like the Polish capital of Ohio.
Like there's
It's
people
fucking ridiculous.
like the group we went with, they like knew every song because they go a lot. But like the people who were there, like he had a shit ton of people. There was kids in there like dancing around to it, but like people knew the words to this music. And I'm like, he got up on the chair, danced. It was a good time. But no, we had
Who Stole the Kishka or whatever? Is that one of them?
song played 5 fucking times.
Yeah, that's the big one that I know.
5
That's the big
different
one.
versions of it. So it is insanely huge.
he would be getting.
But so we ordered one of those, of course, the hot dogs. Where I had the kibasi, I had mac and cheese on it. I put some Alabama white barbecue sauce with it and
I
some
like that
bacon.
sauce.
It was pretty good.
I don't think I've ever had it.
And then the table.
What is it? Just jizz from a guy from Alabama?
It's like a spicy.
Give me that
white-
Alabama
Yeah.
white.
it's actually called cousin sauce, but it's actually pretty
It's
good.
No, that's-
cousin sauce.
That's exclusively in Pittsburgh.
But no, it's actually pretty good. And then I got tater tots with chili on it, which was amazing. Jess got a hot dog with I think bacon and ketchup, mustard, whatever else she got. It was really good. But
Do they charge you for the diarrhea you got afterwards? Because that sounds
no
like
shit. Literally, yeah.
definite
Literally,
diarrhea for sure.
Saturday morning, woke up, went and golfed at Mallard. It was shit weather. It was cold, but it was just to get out there and golf because we go to Vegas in 2-3 weeks just to get some golf
Yeah.
swings in. Then Saturday night, we went to Yard House for dinner and went to
Oh yeah, Crocker Park. Yeah.
good place, dude. I got
I love that
the
place.
half yard beer. So fun. It's hard to drink sometimes, but and then we went to the escape room. There's the escape thing over there in Crocker. It's new, just opened up, I think, like last year.
Mhm.
And we did
What's up,
this.
Dave?
We did this
There he is,
secret
Dave.
agents you had to escape to give you an hour to get out. And you were like the secret agent and you had to figure out clues to get through like a I don't know, like an Arabian market, and then you got into like a nuclear basement. You had to like basically break the code to turn the nuke off so you didn't bomb someone.
Okay.
We got out in 6 minutes, so we escaped.
Not bad. What's the time limit?
1 hour. 1 hour.
You got out in 6
Six
minutes.
No, we
minutes?
got out with 6 minutes left to go. So.
Oh, I
I
was
was
gonna
about to
say, what the
say.
fuck did they just
No.
say? Hey guys, I found the door. And you just walk out. Like it doesn't
Well, I
sound that
did say
hard.
we should go back in like 6 months and do the same one as fly through. I'm like, yeah, we're that good, but I'm sure they probably have picture videos, everything.
Dave is just waking up. Oh, dude, shit. What were you in a coma for the last 2 days? Well,
that cigar he smoked probably not.
in recent news that you missed, Chipper is living in a different planet. We'll talk about that later. We don't have to do that one now.
But no, we left there, went back to Mike and Colleen's house, had some drinks that night, played some more dice football, and then Sunday just watched all football all day. So
That's the way to do it. Loaded
It was a good
lineup.
weekend.
There actually wasn't a lot of great games on though.
no, it was not. It was not. It was. I feel like last week there was like less games, like not as many games. Like I look at the schedule this week, there's probably like 3 more games going this week than last week.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels
just
like that at least.
yeah, because the bye weeks are starting to dwindle down. So you've hit the peak of bye weeks where
Yeah.
now you're going to have less teams getting their
Right.
bye. So like it
Right.
starts off with the Browns obviously had week 5, which was fucking horseshit. And
I walked out of the Yard House hammer with the talk giant. Yeah, they it's actually Oktoberfest, Steve. So they tried to get us to buy steins because they were selling Oktoberfest. They're like, you can have the half yard, or we'll get you a giant ass stein, but you can buy it for $12. Like, no, just give us a half yard.
Steve, did you walk out with it or did you shove it up your ass? Let's be honest.
If you turn it around,
was that the
rounded.
nightmare, Steve?
They'll never know you had it if you know how to walk right.
Yeah, and then you just go with it. It's amazing. But no, it was a good time. The food there's amazing, honestly. Probably one of the best food restaurants I go to.
I like going there for their happy hour. Their happy hour is fantastic. Yeah. You get the appetizers for dirt cheap. Like I can go up there and fuck some food up.
I went full in on a 20-ounce sirloin with shrimp. Asparagus and mashed potatoes. Had to roly-poly my ass out of there. It was so good though.
I don't know if I've ever had like a real meal. I usually just go up there and fuck up appetizers, truthfully, because I sit at the bar and I just want to get drunk.
I will say,
I just eat shit food.
Our server was amazing. So we had 8 of us there, right? So we're sitting outside ready to come in, and we're looking at the menus. We're like, just get what you want, right? Make sure you have an idea what you want, because we're like on time. We had to be there by 8 o'clock at the escape room. So we sat down. She comes over and she's like, we're like, look, we already know what we're going to order: appetizers, drinks, and menus all at once. And she's like, I got you. She ran around the table, memorized everything, food, drinks, everything came out as quick as possible. Like she was on top of it.
I could never be a waiter because I barely remember what I ordered after I tell the waiter. Right. So like the fact that they can remember everything, I'm like there was, honest to God, I think you saw it the one time I ordered something and then the woman, we were at Treehouse in Tremont.
Oh yeah.
Before Anthony Jeselnik, I was gonna get like a sandwich or whatever with fries, and I changed it to like a pizza or whatever the fuck.
Right before you ordered, yeah.
And then as she's getting ready to walk away, I'm like, hey, could I get some ranch for my fries? And she's like, what? She's like, did you get the pizza? And I'm like, fuck, did I? I forgot what I ordered. I didn't remember. So that was a long day.
So we were afraid.
What's up, Don P?
We were afraid we were going to get out of there just in time. But we left with still 20 minutes left to go. So she was that quick. The manager came over and I don't know if they thought we were some VIP people that were running in, but they came over and gave us our appetizers, said, if you need anything, let us know. And they were boom, boom, boom. Everything was just quick.
So they just wanted to get you the fuck out of there.
That's also possible too. I mean, everyone's tab was like $100. So they're like, fuck, we see like $400 sitting here right now.
And Dave, I think it's Wednesday or maybe Thursday. I'd have to double check. Wednesday or Thursday, and then Saturday, Teams does that pizza deal. And it's not just medium. You can get it large. I do the large chicken bacon ranch pizza every time.
Dinner finally.
Yeah, we could do that. Hey, yeah. Chipper and Dave, we're going to take you guys to half off pizza at Teams. That's your dinner. Talking About Balls is officially declared. That's going to happen. So again, I think it's only on Wednesdays or Saturdays. So we'll have to plan for a Saturday. I think that could work for everybody. And I want Tim there too, obviously. So we'll make it like an earlier dinner. It's probably good for Chipper anyway. At his age, he eats dinner at probably 2 p.m. So we'll make sure we have enough time because Tim's got to get back to the studio to do TMI on Saturday. So we'll set that up.
We'll get Tim good and fucked up to get back to the studio.
Yeah, let's aim for a Saturday. We'll do some half off pizzas at Teams. Not because it's cheap. I mean, don't get me wrong. We could afford to buy you guys dinner. It's actually a good deal, and we can go have some beers and fuck it, why not? Unless you guys want to go somewhere else. You guys want to go to fucking Primanti Bros in Pittsburgh, Yinzers, that bullshit you guys eat.
They probably want to go to like Hyde Park downtown.
Shove a big old fucking brown dong in your mouth after the Steeler victory like you guys do.
And then add 2 more wins to your totals.
We don't put brown dongs in our mouth after the Browns win. We put brown balls, baby. Let's go, Buzz Balls.
Tim just got super excited. He's like, what did you say about brown balls?
Hell yeah, he did.
Got you.
He was like, chef, chocolate salty balls, baby.
Tim, what's up about you, buddy? Well, how was your weekend?
So Friday, I finally remembered it.
Sorry. I want to know what these rules are that Dave got told at a Denny's. He says they have dumb rules. I want to know what manager had to come out and go, sir, you have to wear pants. Like, what kind of rule?
Please put your dick back in your pants. We do not serve you that.
And I'm not going to lie to you, Dave. I have no fucking idea where Amherst is. Right. I don't even know. I've heard of the city, but I could not tell you where it is. So that sucks. But I'm sorry they made you put pants on.
Just think of Elyria and ×2 being really bad. It's not worth going to.
Really, it's worse than Elyria?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard of it. I just have no fucking idea where it is.
So Friday, I went to the Lex Vegas event up at the Old World Tavern.
Oh hell yeah!
How was that? It was amazing. All the comedians did great. It was a great show, great turnout. Saturday
Tavern. Where's that? I know I've heard of that before.
185th in Euclid, the hood. So you probably won't.
Definitely.
No.
It's actually pretty safe. As long as you stay in the light. But
it was safe when it was the actual old world. When you could go back.
Like St. Louis in the day safe.
Right.
Okay. Sure.
So that was pretty dope. It was a fire lineup. I got to see my cousin for the first time actually do a full set.
Is this your actual cousin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I know a lot of people say like, oh yeah, I saw my sister up there, and I'm like, oh no shit, that's your sister, and they're like, no, not really. Like, I don't. How the fuck would I know? You called her your sister? I don't know these things.
but he's like a Cleveland comedy legend. His name is D-Hawk. Y'all might have seen maybe his skits, Uncle Freddie. We'll
have to play something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll show you after the show. But he's actually, he's looked up to by a lot of comedians, and I've never seen him do comedy. I just see him at my family reunions, like when we get together for family events, like stuff like that regular. Like he's not D-Hawk to me. He's like
he's family.
He's Mac. He's my cousin, right? So getting to see him actually do comedy on stage was just fire. I love his setups. He's amazing. Saturday, we did a TMI. Shout out to the crew. And after that, I had a comedy show, a Sweetest Day comedy show.
I totally forgot it was Sweetest Day Saturday.
Yeah, me too. We were driving home from Cedar Point. I bought Tara water at one point, so we were like, I bought her dinner too. But like when we were driving home, she bought a pack of fudge as we were leaving, and I bought her a water, and we were leaving. She's like, "Happy Sweetest Day, by the way," and I'm like, "That water was your gift."
As long as it doesn't break right now, we're good. We're good.
No, plenty of time.
All right. But after that, we went to the bar right next door. It was pretty cool. I got twerked on accidentally and on purpose at the same time.
Accidentally.
It was amazing. Because it was supposed to be a dance battle, and she ended up like I don't know. She just didn't think everybody was into it enough, so she just started twerking on me.
Tim's like, it was supposed to be a dance battle. I just came everywhere. I couldn't help it.
Were you the judge?
No, I was in the battle.
I thought maybe she's trying to like sway your vote or something.
No,
it's actually not a bad tactic.
Oh, right. I was in the battle, and so I feel like I lost but won. So
that's fair. That's fair.
And then Sunday, we did my play rehearsal that I'm gonna be in. It's actually gonna be in December. We found out that he actually did get the grant for the play, so we're gonna actually get paid.
Fuck yeah, dude!
It's pretty dope. So did that.
You know the location?
I
I'm
want
sure
to say
closer to you'll have more information because obviously we got to get people to get there.
Yeah, for sure. It's he kind of talks like he's Kanye's older brother, so it's hard to decipher right now. Right.
So is this Schindler's List on stage?
That's a bad topic right now. Jews.
Hey, it's Kanye said it, not me. I had nothing to do with it.
Bad time to be a Jew right now.
He didn't say anything about Jews.
That's a good start.
But he's like, you gotta kind of decipher what he's saying. What he's saying is clear, but at the same time, it's like all over the place. So you just gotta really listen to what he's saying. Nice. It was like 2 different places that it could be at, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm just here. Like,
when you actually have a flyer, let me know. I'll read that. I'll just read that.
All right. But that was pretty dope. Did Loud and Local, was pretty fun, and then now we're here.
Yeah, I saw some.
For a short couple of days, it's a lot of stuff we did.
I mean, I'm busy as fuck all the time.
So I've got a fucking busy weekend this weekend.
A few days is just nonstop. Like yesterday, sitting on my ass watching football all day was fucking great. It was so nice.
It's always the best time.
I can't watch football. I'm not allowed.
No, you are not allowed.
So we officially found out that Tim is banned. So the Browns did win.
We tested the theory. Tim tested the theory. Then we found out the theory is true.
And Tim said he turned the game on real quick, and the Colts scored. And then he was like, "Let me turn that off real quick." And the Browns went back and won. So Tim is the curse.
I cannot watch it.
With that being said, the Browns did win, and everybody at home knows what that means. Yeah. It is hashtag talking about buzzballs. If you got them, put them up, everybody.
Well, let's go around. What do we got? What flavors we got today?
I am going chalk teas.
Chalk.
Oh, that's so it's supposed to say cock, but it's chalk. Okay. I'm like,
hey.
I've never looked at the name.
So
right now.
I've got the Forbidden Apple, which I assume is a play on the old, like literally the Forbidden Apple. But I'm going for apple. I love apple shit.
Pussy back from the Bible days.
There you go. What do you got?
I got Cran Blaster.
Cran Blaster.
Yeah, I don't know how I should feel about it.
That sounds like what teenage kids do together.
It's about to be an ass blaster later.
Did you hear Phil and Cheryl were doing the Cran Blaster?
Jason, you got to send a video of it.
Oh, he's got a peach.
You said you got the peach.
Take your picture.
Take a video.
Cheers.
Tag talking about balls, talking about buzz balls in it.
Oh,
and
God, it smells horrible.
Cheers. Oh, this does smell kind of crazy.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Tim.
Cheers.
Bottoms up, everybody. Go Browns. Not that bad.
Oh God, that's a forbidden apple. All right.
Chocolate milk. I'm telling you, this one's the best one. It's a little bit of a chalk tease.
Cheers to the. Now this
So
is
the initial apple taste, was great, but then like the weird afterburn of it.
You know, there's definitely some weird chemicals going on in there, but I'm okay with it.
All right though, but you know what? Tasted great. It went down smooth.
Just like the Browns victory.
Definitely did not shake well.
No, I forgot. I shook mine up before I left, and then it's been sitting here for the last hour.
Anything in it though, so I don't know why I have to shake.
I think his was more important to shake than ours.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna find out. Yeah, they're strong, dude. They're like 15%. They're no joke. That's why I love them.
We're hoping that's a thing every Monday or every Wednesday. Now we do the old. Okay, what? So we went
After Bad Juju Saturday night, we had 10 people with us. We wanted a table for 10. Nope, they would only let 4 people at a table per their rules. Oh, okay. They had no coffee ready. 2 servers on duty, 1 cook, 1 manager. You can't take chairs from another table and put them at your table.
So you were like a kid in high school, sit in your seat, don't say anything.
You're like, hey, we're just here from the drama club. We're here to smoke cigarettes in the back and drink your free coffee.
Is that where
everyone's food?
Is that why you wasn't here for TMI Saturday, Dave?
Food was horrible. Manager was an ass. Oh,
Yeah, I mean-
Tim, slight call out there.
I mean,
They
let's
are strong.
be real. It is a Denny's. I mean, I don't go there expecting anything
That is
great.
the only restaurant I've ever walked out of. Like I was with Jess and her parents. We walked out when our food.
Like if
served
I was at
because
Denny's
it's
and I had
trash.
great service and everyone was really nice, I would be like, what the fuck happened here? So like Dave's experience seems like a typical Denny's. I don't know. Like,
Like I think that place.
a
So-
late night Denny's trip usually doesn't end well.
Yeah, I
for
think
most
that
people,
place
so
only exists for
Doesn't
people to
start
go
well,
to
let's
after
be
the
honest.
bar. Yeah.
you're there to get fucked up, or because you're fucked up, you go sit at a Denny's to sober up, or
Yes.
you have nowhere
That's what
else
they
to
told
be.
me.
Okay, so there's always that random old couple though at 1:00 in the morning sitting
Yeah.
across the thing having coffee and like whatever else. I'm like, that's just weird to me. You have these kids walking wasted off their ass, and there's an old couple, so they're just enjoying life. Like
Because they're
go to
probably
bed.
looking over like, I remember when we did that.
Did you?
Betty, you used to be such a skank.
And here's the news: they probably just woke up from sleeping that afternoon, and they decided to go get some coffee to wake up. So, fucking Christ.
You ever think about that? Speaking of that old lady I just made up being a skank, you ever think about like, you ever see like a really old woman and you just think like,
How many dicks went through her?
no, not even
Oh,
like,
my bad.
what, well, yes and no.
Okay.
You ever just see a really old woman and like
You're saying though.
little do you know that she used to be a huge whore, but
Oh my
she's just
God.
like, could you help me with my
Oh.
groceries? And you're like, yeah, sure
Dude.
thing. And meanwhile, like back in the day, she's just getting fucking railed in the back of her.
No
her
shit.
After you helped her with the
station
groceries.
wagon. Hey,
No shit. There was an interview on. I was flipping through TikTok, of course, we kill time, and there was an interview with an old lady. She's probably 80, 87 now, but she's British, and she was talking. She's an old escort, and she was talking about her days back, back in the day.
what is your algorithm?
Oh, I know, right?
Like, what the
Ah.
fuck? Jess, I think you guys
So-
need to have a talk.
So the guy's like, so tell me just a number, like how many guys really? She's like, okay, well, like what decade? And
Oh
he's-
my god.
And he's like, no, like a
Free love,
number,
baby.
like a number. And she's like, nah, probably about 1,000, 1,200 maybe. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, if she was a gigolo or I'm sorry, a prostitute from like the 60s and on or whatever, like 1,000's really not that much.
Well, what was that one guy did like the math? It's like, can you think of? I think actually it was our friend of the show, Dave, who did the math.
A woman can get
think
nailed
of-
by 7 guys in one
Think
session.
of one penis times how many pumps and how many times.
This
the
is
vagina's
Dave
been
Cleary?
empty. No, Dave Roberts.
Oh, okay. That seems like a Dave math
Yes,
thing
he's
that
like,
he would do.
Take one penis times how many pumps, how many times it hits a vagina, how many times the vagina gets slapped in the face or whatever over its lifetime.
That's very true.
He did a random number and it was disgusting. But
I mean, I'm sure it's a lot, but I mean, like that's the other thing too is like think about how many times you fuck, masturbate, whatever. Your dick skin doesn't just rip off. Like it gets so much use that
it's pretty impressive the
Definitely
amount
gets
of
a lot of use.
beating.
yeah,
Right?
like it's literally called beating off. It's not even like graceful of like a woman. She can she plays with herself and masturbates
She
and
flicks the bean.
flicks her bean.
Is this,
Guys,
is, this,
like
is this talking about balls after
beating
dark
off.
before
Yeah,
dark?
it's Monday, dude. We go rogue here. It's Moaning Monday. Here we are.
Moaning Monday.
I got a buzzball in me. I'm
Fucking
ready to talk
buzzball
about
kicked
horny
in already.
shit.
Let's go.
I got some more vodka in the car.
Oh shit!
I got 2 more buzzballs in my fridge. I'm actually saving it. Knock on wood that the Browns win this week. I have a limerita flavor, whatever.
saw
It's
that
fucking
one.
bright green. I'm ready for that one after we beat if we beat the Seahawks because it's their team color.
Oh,
That's
I
my
like
goal.
that. I
That's my
like
goal.
that.
That's
I
why
saw
I
that
drink-
one today. It's very bright.
I drank a pina colada yesterday because it comes in the white bottle, and I was like, the Colts have a lot of white. They don't make a blue buzzball, so I wanted to get something kind of
It's kind
Not
of like
to-
nut
not
like.
to talk about it yet, but
I wonder one that looked just like jizz and had kind of the same consistency. And then I was
Did you, like, slowly?
let's go Browns. Go Browns.
did it have like a slow drip at the end, just enough to?
Yeah, I did. And I had a friend over and I was like, let me spit this in your mouth. And I was like, it was a whole thing. We snowballed for a minute. It
Did
was
y'all
Jesus.
soggy biscuit? Like,
yeah, it was disgusting. But hey, anything for my Browns, you know what I mean?
oh,
Not to
Anything for my
transition so much,
Browns.
but what do you think about the uniforms of the Colchester? Did you like them?
No,
Kinda
they
weird,
actually
right?
irritated me because they put that fucking C on there because it looks like everybody's a captain and then they have
Yeah.
a C on the other one for a couple guys. And I was just like, that's stupid.
What
Like,
were
why would
those
you do
called?
that?
Were they called like city?
Those are whatever our white version is. That's their like version of that.
Oh, like the color
like
rush,
your
the
alternate,
alternate
color
color
rush
rush,
essentially. I don't know what they call it these days.
got
Got the watermelon smash.
Okay.
Do it, Jason. Film that shit,
Jason,
brother.
we
Let's
need
go.
some video, buddy. We need some videos here.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to call all of you motherfuckers out
Yes.
for right now is I
Roberto,
specifically
where you at?
requested. Yeah, Roberto said he was going to do it. You sorry ass.
Adam, go get a buzz ball for next week. You can celebrate.
I
with us.
specifically requested. I think I have a mustache hair on my mouth that's itchy, or maybe it came out of there. I did have a chalk tease. I got a pube too. But I did request that everybody after the Browns win, film yourself pounding a buzz ball and hashtag it, talking about buzz balls, tag talking about balls. Let's make this fun. I mean, Jason, if
send
you,
it to my messenger.
you send it to
Yeah,
send it
just
to
take
Tim
a video
if
on
you
your
wanna-
phone and send it through a Facebook Messenger to Tim. We'll play it next week.
or if you post it on your social media or something, tag us. We can take it from there. Like, there's multitude of options. So just get that thing out there and send it to Tim. DM Tim your videos of you doing a buzz ball. And again, make sure you say something like talking about buzz balls.
I
Go
don't want the
Browns,
pegging
like,
videos.
Let's go. And Steve, if you got that video, of you shoving that yard bottle glass up your asshole, then yeah, send that to Tim. We want to see that, obviously.
No, we don't want to see that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
maybe watch it after it's already up there and you trying to walk around. That would be funny, but not while it's going in because I'd feel bad for your asshole.
Yeah, but if he's walking around, then it might break, and then you're gonna
But
really feel
the
bad.
base of that is built to go in some orifice, though. I mean, it's rounded.
Yeah, no, it's meant to.
I'd be afraid of it breaking, though.
Yeah, no, that's why, again, if you're going to shove things up your asshole, don't go glass. I don't understand. When I hear news stories about that, where they're like, man shoves light bulb in his asshole, like, what do
He
you
had a-
think is going to happen?
He
It's
clearly
gonna
had a
break.
great idea.
He had a great idea. Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
We're here all night, folks. What do you got?
The
Tip your
pressure
waiters.
from your asshole is just, it's going to break it. There's no going around it. Like,
The light bulb couldn't handle that shit.
yeah,
Is
literally.
that why you go tip first light bulb and you slide it in and then get used to it, or what?
Then you're just wiping glass out of your asshole for the next like 13 years, probably. Like,
Until the aluminum drops.
you finally think you're good, and then one day you take a shit and you're like, oh no, it's all bloody again.
speaking of stuff coming to your asshole, I was listening to like
Tell me
old,
more.
old excerpt of Howard Stern when he had the guy with the worms out of his ass,
With the what?
the worms coming out of his ass.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking to the other guy who was faking, like trying to like intimidate, like basically be him.
Yeah.
They were talking about going ass to ass and having his worms eat the other worms. Dude, I was laughing my ass off listening to that. It
Was this on the
a great
Algorithm
bit?
episode?
Great bit. No, it was on Howard Stern.
Okay.
It was one of Howard Stern's like old bits.
Yeah, this was actually sought after.
What's
This
the
wasn't
obsession
out or-
with putting things in your
Jason, I don't know, man. It's like once you pop, you don't stop. It's like fucking Pringles.
It's just a running thing with the group chat, and we
First
just go
off,
with
I
it.
like to say Steve came in hot and heavy with the ass thing. Right out the
Steve did. He
gates.
literally usually Steve comes in with like, "Hey guys, how's your night going?"
I've
Steve's
got
just
some
like,
weird
"I
statistics.
had a nightmare about
yeah.
pegging."
Yeah.
By the way, did you see the Guardians whip this year? Is this percentage? Like he threw in some fun facts, but he had to start it off with
Yeah,
just
like
right into shoving things
he-
up an
he's
asshole.
right in there. You go, boom, ass play.
Which, hey, again, I don't mind. We love
Coming
any-
in hot.
Steve, can we get some statistics on the amount of men in the United States that like pegging? Do you
We
have something
love
on that?
any and all
go.
fun facts. So if you had a nightmare about pegging, that is just as fun of a fact as telling me something about the Guardians or the Browns defense or whatever. That's a fun fact that happened to you, and I'm
The
glad
Browns
you told me
defense,
that.
the Browns defense is like a giant peg that goes across the offenses.
They
Like,
kind of got pegged by Gardner Minshew on
dude, I
Sunday.
don't know what the fuck happened. there.
He looked like an all pro. I mean, I was kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank God he sucks,
That's what
and reality
compensation.
set in.
I don't know about that,
um,
Jason. Tim likes a little peg talk too. Don't worry about it.
And, pegging,
Not that much.
there is no color.
Hey, we don't talk about.
Not
this
gonna
shit.
lie, we don't
You
talk-
mute your mic while we're talking. Like,
Pegging,
Yeah.
pegging sees no color. That's all I could say. Actually, if anything, pegging is more brown than white.
The only peg I like is Peggy.
Hey.
Hey, Peggy Fry.
um,
I like Peggy Hill.
but yeah, the Browns defense on Sunday
God
came
damn
back
it,
to reality
Peggy.
a little bit.
Bobby. Bull.
I'm so sad he died. R.I.P.
Who?
The guy from King of the Hill.
Oh, Dale.
yeah,
Hank
that's
Hill's
what it
still
was.
alive.
No, I know, but I was thinking about.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like Hank Hill's alive and
Yeah,
well.
yeah, sorry.
in the cartoon world. But yeah, no.
Plugging
So
sales gear increased by 44%. There we go. There's the stat.
boom. See, dude, that's legit. 20
Dude,
quarantine. It fucked a lot of
Dude.
people up. That's
What's the stat in 2020?
man
Because
down.
COVID, with people home just by themselves.
no,
for
it
a
was
long
still
time?
low in 2020. That's where people kind of exploring. Where
Oh, they
they're
thought
like,
COVID was
they're like,
transmitted
dude,
by
I am so fucking bored. What are we gonna do? And finally, the woman's like, I can shove something up your ass. And he's
bend
like,
over.
I don't think I'm ready for that. And then after a year of working from home with the kids around him, he's like, shove it up there, honey. And then
60% of adults enjoy it. Dude, we got peg stats. Someone, I love this.
I want to know who are your sources? Where are you getting this information? Who is surveyed about this?
It's a Family Feud game.
It is.
We've surveyed 100 people.
16% is a lot,
It
dude.
is
Like,
a lot. And
I'm not gonna lie, my wife thinks it's weird for me that I do not like any physical contact near my ass at all. Not just my hole, like literally, I don't like my ass cheeks touched. So I am
Nothing?
very anti-pegging.
so
Yeah,
you
no.
literally don't like your ass clap.
I don't like my nipples touched, and I don't like anything
you
near
are
my butt.
you are
touched.
weird on hugging too.
I don't like human contact.
Like
I
you're
really
good
don't.
at the half hugs, like the whole like
Yeah.
bro, I'll see you later, but like full two arms around you.
I can do it. I
It's a
just
little weird.
don't want to. I don't like human contact. Not my thing. And
You gotta be real comfortable with the person, I guess.
my butt stuff is just off limits. It's an exit only. I don't want anything touching it. My cheeks even, like my wife knows that. She'll like dare a friend to like walk by and slap me on the ass because she finds it hilarious.
she's
Because I
never
immediately
done-
am like, what the fuck? Like, why would
She's
you do
never
that?
done like the whole finger up the butt while you're walking upstairs.
No, we call it credit carding, where you do like a swipe, and she does that every once in a while, but she knows I'm quick with it. So if she tries, I'm always like, ha!
Do
Like
you
a fucking
clench? Do you
ninja.
clench while your hands in there?
100%. My ass cheeks are always tight. I got the
Nice.
tightest cheeks because I'm always clenched.
Nice.
I'm always prepared.
I'm so
Nothing-
glad that 9 of you turned in to watch our sports talk. show
Nothing
and
going
talk about
in.
credit card
Nothing
assets.
going in. We had to do the show early. I don't even have a Monday Night Football game to talk about. What do you guys want me to recap a game that never happened? I got to talk about my asshole.
We can turn our TV on right there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The game's getting ready. Oh, we still got a half hour or so, 45 minutes. Yeah, no, that's my biggest fear, Jason, honestly, is when I got to go get my prostate exam because I'm like, that's gonna suck. Like, I do not want anything in my ass.
You're coming up to that age where
No, they
colon-
push
I
it
was
back,
told
didn't
I was told they could check my blood now.
Well,
I-
actually,
oh fuck yeah!
have you
Thank
guys
you,
not-
scientists.
have you guys not seen the Cologuard commercials where you can just shit in a box and send it into them now?
I do that anyway. It's not Cologuard. I just do it. I do it to people I don't like. I call it Cologuard. I just shit in a box and I mail it. Haven't been caught yet.
Be like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I thought this was a Cologuard box. My bad.
Like, I'll just act like I'm like delusional. I'm like, this is going to my doctor, and I just hand it to somebody.
There's like no tray in there. It's just a box with shit.
No,
in
I
it.
literally shit in an old Amazon box, and it's just seeping through the bottom and wet. And hey, after a night at
Jesus.
Happy Dog, it's just
I'm
pure
telling you, that's the way to get it
chili
started.
cheese, tater tot shits
If you ever have to poop, go eat a Happy
with that
Dogs.
Alabama white mixed in.
It's the Alabama cousin white.
But no, I got nothing. I don't want anything near my asshole. I don't like it.
All right, it's been said. He doesn't want anything near his asshole. Now we can move on.
So let it be written, let it be done. Nothing near my butthole.
This is hilarious.
You guys are learning a lot about me today.
BS segment is by far the biggest hit now.
It really is. It's fun. Like I don't even want to talk sports at this point. Let's
we
just
could
keep
do this
going
for another
with
hour and a half and then call it a night.
What other orifice do you guys want to discuss about me today?
Another orifice.
We use those big words here talking about balls. But without further ado, yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Browns. They did
Whoa.
nearly,
Windows about to break over there.
barely escape with a victory from Indianapolis yesterday. On the road, Deshaun Watson, let's just start with that. Clearly not right. He
Nice.
should not have played. There's a pressure as an athlete, and this is where it's like a double-edged sword because you had fans after he initially got hurt that were pissed. And they were saying, this guy's a pussy. He should be playing. You're making all this money. How is he missing games? Then he comes back and tries to play. Clearly shouldn't have been playing.
He looked like shit.
He looked terrible.
couldn't
He
make a
didn't have any
pass.
arm strength. Just bad decision making. And
Al Davis, just get the win, baby.
oh, I agree. Just win, baby. That's all it is. I agree. But Deshaun Watson wasn't right. And now that hit that he took yesterday, he fucking hit his head hard. I'm shocked he didn't go into concussion protocol, truthfully. Like he landed
that thing
hard.
bounced back.
And it clearly fucked up his shoulder again. So they took him out of the game, and Kevin Stefanski came out today. And for what it's worth, he said, when healthy, Deshaun's a starter. So as of right now, he's considered day to day, but he is presumed to be the starter.
He did
this
say,
Sunday
I
against
assume he'll
Seattle.
be starting on
Yeah,
Sunday.
he said
against
if
Seattle.
healthy, Deshaun Watson is our starter. No questions asked.
But there's a lot of. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. I get some
My thing
questions
really
I
is
wanna
just
ask.
like the fans. Like we're basically at a point, and I knew
Where's
this
that?
was going
Browns
to
fan
happen.
at? Tim, throw it up there.
I got you.
Which one? Oh yeah,
Browns fans are stupid.
we're basically at a point now where fans just want him to fail. And
Dude, my Facebook feed, everything on Twitter, everyone's just saying the same fucking thing.
I'm just gonna say it. You're racist.
Oh,
Racist.
damn.
I'm throwing it out there. They hate Deshaun Watson, and you know who they want as the Browns quarterback?
Baker
They don't
Mayfield.
use logic, and they don't say, "Oh, we should have gotten this guy. We should have gotten this guy." It's
Kirk
I want Baker back. It's only Baker. They want Baker because he's a white guy. He's humble. He's a hard worker. You don't want this black guy who's making money hand over fist, who's actually very talented and very good. You guys don't support him. You guys want him to fail, and shit happens in the NFL. Nick Chubb got hurt. Was it his fault? No. Do we hold it against him? No. Deshaun Watson got hurt. Why is everyone mad at him for being fucking hurt? NFL players get hurt. It's unfortunate. It's not a great start to this tenure of Deshaun Watson, but the fact that fans are openly happy that he's sucking and they hate him, they want to run him out of town is just fucking bananas to me.
We've tried the whole let's rush a quarterback back to play, right? Let's ignore the signs of it being injured and let's let him play. How'd that work out for Baker last year? It didn't work, right? Or the year before. It was last year. No, it was last year. No, the year before
2 years ago. Baker was
it
last
didn't
year
work
was
out. He
2021.
came back at 60% and he fucking blew games for us.
And what did they want? Stefanski fired. They said, why would you put a guy out there?
Stefanski's fault, right?
Yep.
Because we rushed the quarterback back for being hurt.
Because as a team, they let Baker make the decision. They said, Baker, do you think you can play?
Right.
And he said, yep.
So
went out there and
what does
sucked.
Kevin do? Kevin learns from that. The whole front office learns from that. And
Yeah.
they say, look, we have a quarterback who, yes, we invested a lot of money in. Yes, I agree. It's a lot of money. Cheaper than some of these quarterbacks are getting now, but we invest a lot of money. So now you make the decision look, who's our franchise quarterback? He's clearly hurt. He's not 100%. He's not throwing how he should. He doesn't have that arm strength like he used to. We're going to hold him out. You got 2 weeks he's out. He's got the bye week plus 2 games he missed. All right. So is he okay to come back? Potentially. He comes back. He's not himself. He doesn't get a concussion. He clears concussion protocol yesterday or Sunday.
Yep.
It was yesterday. Well, I'm used to doing it Wednesdays.
Yeah, right.
He then says, but I held him out because we don't want to risk it. We're going to protect the quarterback at all costs. And now you're mad at him again for doing it.
He said, I'm protecting our franchise quarterback from further injury. And
but now you're mad at Kevin for doing what you asked him to do back with Baker.
not even that. They're not even just mad at Kevin. Now they're also mad at Watson. They're mad at Kevin and Watson. They're mad at Kevin for keeping him out, but they're mad at Watson for not playing, even though he was being kept out of the game.
Let me tell you something, guys. We have 2 wins, the last 2 wins, because of Kevin Stefanski. If you don't want to believe it, then go fuck yourself because it's the truth.
For me personally, I'm not even going to bother. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I'm just not even going to bother wasting my breath because I tried to tell people a long time ago that Kevin Stefanski is a very good coach. And I know I argued with some of your friends, Jamie, cough, who likes to argue.
Speaking of ass play.
Speaking of guys that are obsessed with Baker, probably racist, and want Kevin Stefanski fired.
When I was there.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there.
I was just joking.
He was coming and then he checked
Hold
the.
on.
Nobody treated me like that.
I was like, you tell me your name. Tell me your name, Tim.
No, Tim, he checked the RSVP list
You
on
walk
Facebook.
in my
and
house,
he was
you are
like,
family. Okay.
he was like, wait, there's a black and a half because he saw Robert. So he was like,
I already told fuckers to shut the fuck up and listen to you.
You did.
I'll do it again.
Shut the fuck up. He's funny as fuck.
I agree with Adam wholeheartedly. That's the other thing too, is I had people literally reach out yesterday and say, Brown's got to move on from Watson. I'm like, what the fuck do you think? You move on how? We gave him a guaranteed 5-year contract. He's not going anywhere. You need to accept the fact that you guys, this is going to be happening whether you like it or not. But they're just like, move on. He's hurt. Get rid of him.
What blows my mind is the fact you have a coach who is coaching a XFL quarterback, 3rd string quarterback, a backup running back. And guess what, folks? Come Sunday, he's going to be coaching a 3rd string running back.
4-2.
Yes. And we're still 4-2. The play calling he did on Sunday was, a little sketchy, but he called the right plays. It's called execution, right? On the goal line, those passing where I kept on reading online, just run the ball. No, those were legit passes. Njoku had a touchdown in the corner.
The shovel pass to Njoku.
Perfect.
Beautifully designed
Off
play.
the fucking helmet.
PJ Walker threw it a little hot. That's called execution.
And
if he caught that, if that was a normal toss, that's a walk-in touchdown. Beautiful.
And Njoku had that touchdown in the corner.
And he dropped it.
Defense played a good ball, right?
I mean,
they knocked it out of his hands. But against the 49ers a week before, great game called. He played within the strength of what he had in the field, right? He moved the ball when he had to. You guys forget that PJ Walker moved the ball 70 yards down the field in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Yes, we got helped out. Yes, folks, the refs helped us out. It doesn't happen often. I'll fucking take it, but it helped, right?
And that's the other thing. The funny thing for that, sorry to interrupt, after the Browns win, for whatever reason, Steeler fans are obsessed
These
with the Browns.
buzzballs can be fucking fired up. Let's go.
Dude, I told you this is our new thing. This needs to be a thing. You feel fucking great after
We should have
buzzball.
a buzz ball even if they lose.
I don't know what's in a buzzball, but I feel good. Like we have our best shows with buzzballs. So I'm just saying we're 2 for 2 right now. But for whatever reason, again, Steeler fans are obsessed with the fucking Browns. I don't understand it. So the Browns win, and immediately after, because the Steelers had a 4:00 game, immediately after
Thanks,
the Browns
Adam.
win,
Yes.
Steeler fans are on Facebook bitching about the refs gave the Browns a win. Meanwhile, if you watch the Steelers game, Kenny Pickett was short of that first down on 4th and
Absolutely
1.
gifted.
The refs gave
Gifted.
them that. And did Steeler fans go on Facebook and go, oh boy, now we know how it feels? No, they don't say a fucking word. Because again, it's weird to me that Steeler fans are so
Amen,
obsessed
Jason,
with the
it
Browns.
does.
I don't get it. Yeah, alcohol does make you speak the truth, except for when I drank that much before that Titans game that one year. That was not the truth because I predicted the Browns in a blowout.
However,
was
it
a
made
little
for
bit of a reversal.
great social media presence.
That's
You
something I-
went hard in.
I can't wait to show my daughter that video one
we-
day. and
we
be like,
all
this
did,
is your dad
actually.
at peak alcoholism.
We all did. We were probably like what
This is-
8-9 shots in it.
This is the most your dad's probably ever drank. You want to take a look? And I got that on tape.
dude. When you get drunk and wasted, it's just giggly, and I love it. It's amazing.
I'm a very happy drunk. I will say I'm fucking fun, dude. I'm a good time, everybody.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you
just
guys
throwing
are
it out there.
hilarious
It's
drunk.
good time.
I like to
I
have a
didn't
good
see
time.
you fully drunk that night,
No, I
but
wasn't
you
that
were
drunk.
lit.
me? I think I'm a fun drunk too.
No, you were
I
definitely
just,
fun.
there's that fun.
You're
I
definitely
just- I
fun.
love having a
and
good
you think
time,
I'm funny
dude.
as fuck when you're
Yeah,
drunk.
absolutely. I think you're funny fuck when I'm sober, man.
I am a simple man that just likes having a good time. Everywhere I'm at, I even like at work, I get a lot of people that come up to me and they're like, "How are you always in like such a good mood and shit like that?" I'm
One
like,
buzz ball for every Hopkins. Let's talk about Hopkins for a minute here.
oh,
One,
MVP
the best
of-
kicker in the
no,
league
not
right
quite.
now. Technically, he's the best kicker in the league right
yeah,
now.
no, he's phenomenal.
He's
This is a
setting
great
Browns
signing
records.
by
Setting
Andrew
Browns
Berry.
records. 5 50-yard field goals in a row. Right? He's hit
Yep.
5. That's
5 games in a row.
He
with
set the
50-plus
Browns
yard field goal.
record.
Yep.
He beat Phil Dawson on that one. Guess what? Now he's in the record books for us.
And I mean, no knock against Phil Dawson.
No, not
Kickers
at
are
all.
just kicking the ball further than they ever have before.
Absolutely. He could have hit that one shot that he hit for 50, whatever.
That was going from 65, probably.
At least 65.
Yeah.
I mean, that was amazing. But hey, we have a kicker now, right? However, I will say, I want to see him kick that in an open air field stadium in December.
Wherever you have to kick, Mr. Hopkins, you just do it and you do it well. And that's all I ask. But yeah, to get back to Adam's point really quick, where he said Browns fans are never happy. They're not. I try to tell people this during the Baker era. We have sucked for so fucking long that the fact that they
Yes.
are so quick to go fire this guy, get rid of this quarterback,
That's why.
but then they're the same fans that when that happens, they go, this team's a joke. They just fire everybody. They don't keep anybody.
They do
There's no,
say that too.
there's
Yeah.
no camaraderie. They don't keep coaches. We're trying to keep this team in place for now. This is the third season now?
Fourth.
Fourth.
with
Good call.
Kevin,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
fourth.
2020. So this is the fourth season with this unit together. Second with Watson. We're trying to build something to make this team a dynasty. And Browns fans are like, I don't like 1 week of football, even though we won. Fire them all. Like, you fucking idiots.
And guess what? You have the defense you have because you kept everyone in place.
Exactly. You kept everyone in place and you had to find the right coaches.
Correct.
Now,
To coach them.
the special teams is ranked number 1 in football. Defense,
What? The Browns special teams is ranked number 1 in football?
I believe they are the number
What?
1 because of like the kicking ability. Our return game is garbage, but whatever. It doesn't matter in the NFL. The defense was ranked number 1. Yesterday's gonna
They should
fluctuate.
still
that a
be
little bit.
1 or 2. I mean, after
It
tonight's
happens.
game.
And again, we fucking won. They did what they had to do. Myles Garrett, ladies and gentlemen. Denzel Ward with that huge interception. Zadarius Smith with the fumble at the end of the game. That's what this defense does. Did they give up, 30? How many points did we give up? 38?
38.
38 points yesterday? How do you know? You weren't supposed to be watching. No, I'm just kidding. We gave up 38 points.
I seen the
And
38th point.
They,
He turned it off after 38. He didn't watch the Browns come down and win.
they gave up 38 points, but they still made these huge plays when they needed to. Because again, you give up some shit, it happens. You gave up some points. The other thing fans need to realize too is you are playing other professional athletes.
Mm-hmm.
These guys aren't out there. We're not playing the fucking Bishop Sycamore. You're playing an NFL team. The fact that we shut down the Niners, phenomenal. We gave up some points to the Colts, doesn't matter. We fucking won. Yeah, we gave up 38, but we scored 39, and that's all that
Look,
matters.
I'll be honest.
bitches.
I will say this one thing. I am happy. I'm kind of happy that we had a game like that yesterday with the defense, because now I think the defense, they walked in cocky. They walked in rightfully so.
Yeah.
But now they walked out yesterday going, okay,
Humbled.
we're good. A little humbling.
I-
Let's go fix the mistakes right now.
I texted you that yesterday, and I
Yeah.
said I think they looked ahead. They skipped over this game and thought easy win.
Sure.
No Anthony Richardson. This is an easy W. The Colts aren't that good. They just got blown out by the fucking Jags last week or whatever. I really think the Browns overlooked this game. They were still riding that high from the San Francisco game, and they went in there and they got humbled a little bit.
Yeah.
And what did they do? They said, all right, fuck it. Let's regroup. Let's make some plays. Let's win a football game. And they did.
And I think this is going to be good for them because they're going to be able to watch tape and see where they fucked up.
Oh, I would hate to be in a room with Jim Schwartz this week.
Oh,
I would hate to be on that end because he is not going to be happy with these guys for giving that shit up.
I mean, I'm sure Miles got excused from that conversation.
He was the only one that was like,
that team.
Everybody but Miles. There were multiple plays where they showed the replay and they're like, why did Grant Delpit take this angle and let Gardner Minshew score? Why did this guy do this? Why did he do this?
That broken play at the start where he got the first touchdown. What the fuck was Ward doing?
That was a weird spot because I think everybody saw Myles Garrett stand still. And that's another thing. That's my one gripe on Myles Garrett. If you're offsides, go. I don't give a fuck. You're going to get called. They're going to throw a flag. Go. The fact that he just stands there and gives the quarterback only a 3-man rush and does nothing, that's how they have all that time to get open.
They got a free play.
If Garrett would have kept rushing, Minshew would not have had that time to throw the ball. So that's a busted play because Myles Garrett stops. They even mentioned on the broadcast, they said the coaches probably need to talk to Myles and tell him, keep going. You got the flag already.
Own it. Yeah.
I want you to rip Gardner Minshew's fucking arm off. It doesn't matter. And he goes, oh shit, I'm offsides, and then stands still. And then the play's going on. And he just looks around like, oh fuck, penalty. Like, rush, dude. Do
because
your
they're
job.
never going to call the play dead on an offside
ever.
So
unless you touch the offense before the ball snap, they do not. They won't stop the play.
The other thing too is Miles is never usually in on field goal blocks, is he?
No, not normally.
So what was so special about that time?
Long kick. So the way you have to do a long kick is the trajectory of the ball is very low.
Got it.
So that's why they were like, this is our opportunity.
Schwartz is
They're going for a 60-something yard field goal. I wonder if that was Schwartz or if it was Bubba Ventrone, special teams.
Ooh,
we might have a special unit for the special teams package where they go, if they're kicking a 60-plus yarder, the trajectory has to start low.
So you put your bigger quick man up front.
Miles fucking.
So the fact he came out of the 3-point stance, jumped the dude, and got
cleared him.
That's insane.
Because I saw a lot of people on Facebook or Twitter that don't understand the rules, and they were like, "That's fucking illegal." And everyone said, "You're not allowed to use the offensive line as leverage because that's what people do." He didn't touch anybody; he cleared them. You're allowed to do that. That's fully illegal.
Not a running start. It was from a 3-point stance. Stood up, jumped over him, and got basically palm on that ball.
So I'm not gonna lie. When we stopped them on third down, I thought they're punting. They're way too far away for a field goal. And then I happened to look up and I'm like, they're kicking a field goal. But by the time I looked up, they'd already snapped it. Miles was already over the line. And I'm like, how is Miles in the backfield? What the fuck? I had to rewind that play because it didn't make any sense to me. I literally was like on my phone texting and I like look up and I'm like, the fuck? Like, was it a fake kick? I had to go back and watch it.
And I hate it because I'm on a delay over you. And sometimes you'll say something like, well, that makes up for it. I'm like, what? I'm like, what makes up for it?
I mean, you got satellite.
No, I do Hulu Live. So
I do YouTube TV and it's very delayed. So that's why I was shocked.
I'm a little more delayed than you, I guess.
I'm shocked by that.
But when you text something, you're like, oh, that makes up for it. I'm like, what happened? And all of a sudden it happened. Like,
I didn't know I didn't realize like I didn't click. So Kyle texts and he's like, this defense looks like shit. And then like a play later is when we blocked that field goal. And Denzel ran it back. And I'm like, you sure about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What do you mean? I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense now.
But no, awesome game. A win's a win. Again, I take it. And the other thing too is like, the defense gave up some shit, and you got to understand they're humans. And
what?
I believe that.
Damn.
With that mustache, he's into some weird shit.
It's a power move right there.
It really is.
It's like Joe Boo. Whatchamacallit? In
Pedro Serrano.
Pedro Serrano fucking lifting weights with the jack strap on.
That's the way to do it.
There you go.
You got to warm up. Get loose.
I guess he's the MVP-ness.
He might be hung like a
horse. If you have Hulu Live, watch on your phone. It's not delayed like the TV.
I like watching the big screen at him, not a small.
Kyle's just on his couch, like, oh, go Browns. Holding up his phone. Go Browns. I mean, you could probably cast. I wonder if the timing would be
probably
better.
be the same.
Probably be a little.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. I'll wait 30 seconds before I text you from now on.
When something big happens, just wait a minute until I say something.
When you text me complaining and then something else happens, I'll just be like, fuck, I got to give it a minute. I got to give this a minute. But no, great win. Again, the Deshaun Watson thing, it's fucking weird to me, the hate that people have. They want him to fail. Like, I have diehard Browns fans, like, texting me immediately, like, we got to trade this guy. Go after Kirk Cousins right now. This guy's a fucking bust and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, he's playing hurt. Like,
Did I
what
miss something? Is Kirk Cousins on the trade block?
With the Vikings stink. If they lose tonight, I think they will have a fire sale. I think tonight is the final straw.
Justin Jefferson not touched, though, I don't think.
No. Justin Jefferson's not going anywhere. He's going to
Kirk Cousins for sure.
Well, the thing is I saw an article. I don't know the validity of it. I saw something that said that Justin Jefferson is not willing to sign a long-term deal until I saw that too. They want Jacoby Brissett back. The same Jacoby Brissett that would win a game and then lose 2 games right after. That's like his MO. He was fun. He was really great to have in Cleveland, a great teammate, but he's not a winning quarterback. You Browns fans are so dumb. Not you, Adam. Obviously, you know who I'm talking about. But there's a rumor or a story that I thought I read a few weeks ago, but I haven't been able to track it again. By the way, look at how you froze on my computer. Just sucking on that bottle, dude. You are going to town.
Mouth open,
dude, can I green screen a dick and place that bottle? That is classic. I'm gonna show everybody at home. Can everybody see this? Yeah. That's Kyle. Just for that fucking bottle. Look at that thing. Yeah, he's going to town.
That's a big bottle too, man.
That's like a 12-incher. But so yeah, everybody wants Jacoby Brissett back, and they're freaking out. And they want a quarterback, and they're saying, go after Kirk Cousins, because the Vikings do stink. Kirk Cousins is in the final year of his contract. They will be doing a rebuild because of how shitty they are, in my opinion. But a story that I thought I read was something about Justin Jefferson's not going to sign a new contract or an extension with Minnesota until he knows what's going on with Cousins, because he likes playing with him. So I can't imagine he follows him anywhere. No, so I'm not saying by. No. Let's pump the brakes.
Let's be honest. Cousins probably only has another 4 years.
No, exactly. He's like mid-30s right now. And by no stretch am I saying that if we traded for Kirk Cousins today, Jefferson comes to Cleveland. I'm not saying that. But
discount?
The rumor that I saw was that he wants to kind of play with Kirk Cousins for a while. Like, they have a good camaraderie. So I don't know how true that is. Again, I saw it, I think, on Twitter, and then I kind of skimmed past it. I don't even know if it was a real account.
I mean, be honest,
I could have been fooled.
If they do get rid of Cousins, I would assume the Vikings looks like a promising.
And everyone's just going out there saying the Browns make the most sense because of his and Stefanski's tenure together. They were together in Minnesota for years. Go get a left tackle. I was just reading his comment.
He didn't play bad.
Wills was fine yesterday.
He didn't play bad against the 49ers.
Wills has been fine. I
think he's kind of pulled his head out of his ass. He's not been great, but he's been decent.
No, we no longer have the dominant offensive line from back in the day.
We do not know. They're getting through that line.
It's fine. Like, I have no issues with our offensive line.
Though.
Juwan Jones is a stud. Again,
he's that man.
He was graded as a first-round prospect, but because of his lack of love for football, he owned the fourth round.
What's his face in San Francisco?
Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa. He threw him around like a rag doll.
Browns are top landing spot for Denver's left tackle. I forgot his name. I know who you're talking about. We just talked about him a couple weeks ago in here with somebody. I forgot his fucking name.
When's the trade deadline?
Halloween. I think it's the day after Halloween.
Do you think they'd go trade for him though? Or is he a free agent at the end of the season?
Who?
The guy at the left tackle.
Probably a free agent. You go after guys that are on the end of their contract. That's why Jerry Jeudy is Garrett Bowles. That's it. Jerry Jeudy is a hot name that I saw linked to the Browns, wide receiver.
Kind of a head case, though, you don't think?
Yes and no, but think about it. Elijah Moore was considered a head case. And by no means am I saying Elijah Moore's been a stud, because he's been a big disappointment.
Weird season so far.
But you have these wide receivers that everyone says is a diva and they're a head case. But
then you look at their screen. I did. It scares me.
But you look at the teams that they're on, and you look at Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore was with the Jets, who had Zach Wilson. They had fucking Mike White. Like, they had Joe Flacco. They sucked. He's not getting the ball. Any player is going to be pissed to be like, okay, not only do we suck, but I'm not even getting targets. Like, I want to have a good career. And I fully understand that. That's their fucking livelihood you're talking about. So for people to call somebody a troubled player or whatever because they want to succeed at their job is crazy to me. I've never understood that. Get Adam Thielen from Carolina. I don't think Carolina
gets having a resurgent season this year.
I think he's a team captain. He is the veteran on the team. I don't think they're getting rid of him.
He's averaging some pretty good
stuff. He's having his best career year, they said. That's why I don't think you're just getting a guy like that.
I picked him up in fantasy, and he's been doing well for me as a serviceable 3 receiver.
Gets a lot of garbage points. They don't win.
Speaking of which, 7-0.
I am projected to be 7-0, assuming Christian McCaffrey and not Alexander Madison. I'm sorry.
Madsen?
No, the rookie wide receiver, Jordan Addison from the Vikings. Assuming they don't go off for like 50 points, I should be in good shape tonight.
Look at us, boys. I'm talking about balls, undefeated fantasy teams.
Yeah, 2. I'm in 3 leagues. 1 league, I'm 7-0. The other one, I'm like teetering around 500. The other one, my team just can't fucking. I can't catch a break.
6-0 in this one. Soon to be 7-0. I'm 3-2. No, 3-3-1, and then 4-2 in another one.
Okay,
so not bad.
No, not terrible. Okay, my main focus is the undefeated league right now. The one that's if it's going well, that's one that I focus on. Peoples Jones been a huge disappointment for us this year. If I'm being honest, I don't understand what's going on with him
next year.
But he is an impending free agent, so not a good year for him to have his worst year. But I guess good for the Browns. We could bring him back for dirt cheap if they're interested. All right. Browns win. Myles Garrett was fucking dominant. I think there's almost, is there even an argument that he's not going to be the AFC Defensive Player of the Year?
I'm pretty
TJ Watt got an interception, and Steeler fans look at TJ Watt as the bread and butter of their existence and defense. The best
defensive players.
He's the greatest defensive player of all time. He got an interception.
Do you think TJ Watt could do what Miles did on Sunday?
No chance. Not even close.
No, because
he's not that athletic.
I don't think TJ knows what the center of the defensive line looks like. He's always on the left-hand side.
He stays on
and
one
he's about
spot.
3 inches past the
He is the
football.
Richard Sherman of defensive linemen. Sure, he's great in that setting, but put TJ Watt on any other team, and you wouldn't really hear about TJ Watt anymore.
Did Jones play against Watt in that one game?
Yeah.
Did he do well against him?
Yeah, I think no. I mean, TJ Watt recovered a couple fumbles, but he didn't really do much himself. So he recovered the Highsmith.
Got it. Okay.
He recovered the Highsmith fumble, and I think he might have had a sack or two. But that's you're paid to do that.
That was also, I
That's
think,
impressive.
Jones' first game though too.
First full game. He came in during the Bengals game. That's when Jack Johnson got
at
hurt.
the end of the season.
I'm TJ Watt is a phenomenal player. I'm not knocking him, but Myles Garrett is a much better player.
JJ better than TJ?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not even close. JJ Watt could play on offense. He scored touchdowns. He did it
That
all.
was fun.
He could line up at defensive tackle and could shut down the run and was dominant. TJ Watt, they drop him out as a linebacker because he's too little to go against defensive to play defensive tackle. But again, very good player. I'm not knocking him. I know Steelers fans get really fucking offended, like you're making fun of their mother when you talk about TJ Watt. He's good. Myles Garrett's better. Sorry, proof is in the pudding. Pro Football Focus has actual statistics to prove that TJ Watt is inferior to Myles Garrett. Sorry, everybody. I know it hurts you to hear that, but that's just the case. Speaking of Steeler fans and shit they don't know about, there is a reason they are called the Pittsburgh Steelers, and nobody has ever mistakenly called them the Pittsburgh Scholars, and that is because they don't know how to fucking do math. And I'm talking about you, Chipper Nenendahl.
Hey.
I'm talking about you, old man Chip. So Chipper decided to go on Facebook yesterday and say, back at the top of the North, do you guys know where what the top is? Would you have to be 5-2 to be at the top?
It's one layer below the top one.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're at the top. It looks like 4-2 is one less than 5-2.
Maybe he meant top of the second place.
No, he didn't know what he was talking about. He was so excited to shove that brown dick-shaped object into his mouth and put it on Facebook with old Dave that he forgot how to math. And 5-2 is better than 4-2. And his defense to that was, oh, well, I forgot we had our bye week. How the fuck did you don't get an extra win for a bye week, Chipper? What does that mean? You are not in first place. You see that win percentage? That doesn't change because you have a bye week.
So we got 5-2, 4-2, 4-2, correct? And 3-3.
Correct, Mundo.
Yes.
It's a tight.
Oh, I didn't see it up there.
Yeah. Well done, Kyle. You cracked the case.
Hey, I don't need those images. What's up,
Robert is there. There he is. Robert, thought you were filming yourself doing a buzzball. If you ever want to get on this show.
You missed the buzzball thing, buddy. But
yeah, they did beat Baltimore, but they still don't own a tiebreaker yet because their records aren't tied. So that's what Chipper's defense was. Well, they beat them head to head. Okay, well, they still have one more fucking win, Chip. I don't know if you know how that works. We did our buzzballs already, Robert. You were supposed to film yourself doing one. I thought he was all about it last week.
We did do it.
He was.
Oh, he did get home from work.
Just got home from work. Well, did you work since yesterday at 4 p.m.? Because I did my first buzzball at about 4:30, right after the Browns beat the Colts. I don't waste any time.
Roberto, I'm bringing a buzzball Saturday to the Halloween party. You will do one there.
They're not bad, right?
They're pretty good. They kicked in.
Try some different flavors. I think I've never had the apple, so I can't vouch for that one.
Try the apple. I think you'll like the apple.
Chocolate was fantastic. I do love the Crayon Blaster is really good. The best one.
It was definitely
My
good.
neighbor actually texted me yesterday, and he's like, "How would you describe like the flavor of a buzzball?" And I was thinking about it. And I'm like, I look at it this way: if you got the Crayon Blaster specifically, it is a vodka cranberry.
So you've had the Crayon Blaster?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a vodka cranberry from a dive bar. So they're going to give you cheap vodka.
Oh, that's a good
because
description.
you got a well
that.
vodka cranberry.
Absolutely.
They filled it 80% vodka and a splash of cranberry on top. That is exactly what that tastes like. It is cheap vodka with a splash of cranberry. Phenomenal.
Pretty accurate.
Phenomenal. I'm pretty good at that kind of shit. No, that's exactly what it tastes like. It's delicious. The pina colada one is fantastic.
I like to correct you. It says premium vodka.
Yeah, sure. And I'm 8 inches soft. Yeah,
That's probably the name of the vodka, premium.
Yes.
And Donald Trump is really 180 pounds or whatever he tried to claim.
He is, man.
Yeah.
Thin.
Just because you put a label on it. You twisted my arm. Robert's going to do, and you should have filmed it though, motherfucker. That was your job.
I'll film them on Saturday.
We're going to do a recap really quick of week 7. And I also want to show really quickly, Kyle and I have picks for tonight before that game kicks off here in about 10 minutes. I want you all to ride with me. Let's go. Christian McCaffrey, all he does is find the fucking end zone for the Niners. So of course I decided to go with a Christian McCaffrey.
What is he up to? 13 games?
More than that. I think he's played 18 games and he has 19 touchdowns or something similar to that.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's scored in every single game they've played, or he's played for them, and he's actually had a couple multiple touchdown games, so it goes over that. So today I'm going with Christian McCaffrey, and it's not even that great. Or 15 games, and he's got like 19 touchdowns. I think that's about right.
Fucking
something
crazy.
like that. And minus 175, which is literally like that's so they're expecting it to happen, and who isn't? So you can go to Bet365. You're going to get minus 175. Throw a fucking bet down. Make some free money on Christian McCaffrey tonight, guys. It's easy money. It's easy. All that dude does is score touchdowns. Throw a little fucking cash on that. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
And I think, Kyle, you had a bet today as well.
Brandon Ayuk he's going to have a better game than he did last week. I think Brock Purdy's going to have a prettier game tonight. I think he's going over, I think it's 70.5. I think the odds are. Wait for our producer to get with it.
Wow, Kyle calling him out live on air. These buzzballs are making Kyle feisty.
7.5 receptions, so 8 receptions total. I think he gets the ball a lot tonight. I think they move the ball down the field pretty easily against his team.
The only one I got was the Chris Paul.
No, I sent you the other one.
Only one I got was Chris Paul.
Damn, Kyle, unprepared, calling out Tim, and Tim calls him out right back. You gotta love it. The talking about balls drama never ends.
Where's
everybody.
that other producer at?
It is. I think I know. I have an idea.
Motherfucker.
He's on the IR right now.
All right. I'll just do my own because whatever. Anyway, 73.5 yards tonight total. Bet365 got, I probably didn't send it to you, Tim. I was just too excited about buzzballs. Minus 110.
I'm going to side with Tim on this one.
Minus 110 and Bet365. Other ones are up to like minus 137 and Caesars. So minus 110, basically double your money, over 74 yards, receiving yards. I think that's a given. I think they move the ball pretty easily against this team. And like Tim likes to say, Purdy's going to have a Purdy game.
It's going to be a Purdy game tonight, guys.
And that is without Deebo Samuel is officially ruled out. The only question mark, though, that makes me a little nervous, Trent Williams is also out. Trent Williams is considered to be the best left tackle in football.
Miles fucked him up last week. Yeah.
And he did. And Danielle Hunter of the Minnesota Vikings, I actually read yesterday, is tied for the league lead in sacks. And I didn't know that.
Ooh.
And he is now going up against a backup. But I'm still confident. Brock Purdy gets rid of the ball pretty quickly. The rest of the Vikings defense is trash, truthfully. With a banged up Christian McCaffrey, with no Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk is next in line to get a lot of targets. I don't think
Christian's going to get as much load tonight as he normally is.
I agree, which is good because, again, I'm facing him in fantasy, so I'm happy about that. And I think the game's in Minnesota, so there's not a lot of loads going to Dukes in the Niners game today. But I expect a heavy dose of probably George Kittle, Elijah Mitchell, and Brandon Ayuk because of the injuries.
I think Kittle getting a touchdown is also a good call too. I don't know the odds on it, but I think Kittle getting a touchdown is probably going to happen.
My internet is just not working. On my computers. Am I alone?
No, you're not alone. Because I think it also messed up our graphics too.
Tim is just getting fucking. Tim is getting fucking.
Hey guys, I would really like it if you didn't talk about me live while we're on the show.
This has nothing to do with why Tim's leaving Redline Radio.
Dave, I'm not leaving, Dave.
For those of you at home with all the rumors going around, I want you to.
Tim,
I don't nothing to do with.
I don't stab in the back. I just take the knife right to the fucking front, dude.
So, well, speaking of Redline Radio and Timbuktu, we're here randomly on a Monday because, again, I have my anniversary this week. So we are here. We are live. It's Monday night. There's usually not a show. That's why today was perfect. And Tuesdays, though, you could check out my boy Tim Buck Tuesday. Check him out. Yeah, dude, Kyle gets feisty against Tim when he's had a buzzball in him, dude. It's fucking wild.
Guys, shut the fuck up. This guy's funny as shit.
Remember when like 10 minutes ago, Kyle's like, I'm a real fun drunk. And now he's just berating Tim the whole time. He's just shitting on him. You fucking shitty. If we got a better producer, Dave, I can get everything. He's still drunk.
Oh, damn, I wouldn't go that far.
But you can check out Tim Buck Tuesday from 6 to 8 on Redline Radio on Tuesday nights. Check him out tomorrow night for sure. It's weird saying tomorrow because I'm so used to the schedule being fucked up.
It is weird.
But
the buzzball effect.
I've adapted. Yeah, dude, buzzballs, man. They change a person. You can also check out Gary Wenner spinning the tunes from 6 to 10 in Broad Street South from 8 to 9. I'm sorry. On Wednesdays, of course, you've got Talking About Balls from 7 to 9. Normally,
Our show will be replayed though Wednesday, I think.
yeah,
right?
this Wednesday, if you
Yes.
were a
No,
little,
fuck no. After this,
Oh.
yeah, if you were a little late to this one, you're going to see a very heavily edited version from Tim. He's going to cut out all the negativity, and I respect that.
It's gonna be like a 10-minute show.
And on Thursday, yeah, there's not a whole lot to go on. On Thursday, you can check out that guy Dub from 3 to 4, and you can check out
I'm
Lex.
just showing my tip.
I respect that.
FCC
It's
won't
just
agree
Tim,
with that.
Tim flashing his asshole from 7 to 9. He's just pissed off. Fuck this
Take
guy.
this, bitch.
7 to 8, you got the Lex Vegas show. You've also got Broad Street South from 8 to 9. And that is it until we get to Saturday morning with Unscripted 10 to 12.
Friday's wide open.
You've
now.
got Adam,
Wow.
star of the show, who was just here talking to us. You got Dave, who is probably back in his coma because he's working third shift right now. You sometimes have Chipper. You never know who's going to be there, but it's a good show. It's always.
Has Chip ever been on Unscripted?
Yeah. He's
Has
hosted
he?
before a couple
Oh,
times. Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't that good, but he tried. TMI from 5 to 8. Too much information. Check them out. TMI on Saturday nights. You've also got Comedy and Cocktails with Jen from 8:30 to 9:30 on Sundays. You wake up with the Steel City Running Lates, who, as their namesake, started late as fuck yesterday because Dave said technical issues. He blamed Tim. He said the last guy that touched the computer fucked it all up. That's usually what the producers of Redline say. And then you've got Loud and
And
Local.
it's always me.
I've never seen someone pass a buck more than this place.
Are we allowed to literally pass the buck? They pass it right to the buck.
Right.
Are we allowed to announce that Loud and Local is the farewell?
This is the last show.
The farewell show for Loud and Local. I want to give a special shout out to Jeff James and Lisa
Yeah,
and
moving
Tim,
on.
the producer. They are leaving Redline Radio after this Sunday. It is their final show.
I'm not leaving, Dave.
I
Don't.
was Dave's asleep again. I was
Dave gets
honored.
an itch in the back of his head when he hears Tim's leaving. There's like, oh, wait, hold on.
He has like an alert on his phone. It's going off right now. He's waking
Tim
up out
just
of a
talked
coma.
shit again. Alert, alert.
He's like combing his beard, and he's like, "Tim's gone." What? Loud and Local with Jeff James and Lisa. They are leaving Redline Radio. This Sunday will be their final episode, a big Halloween spooktacular. So check that out. And again, I was honored enough to be on their show. Jeff is welcome on our show to talk sports.
TFTI, thanks for the invite, Jeff.
He's a Steeler fan. So yeah, Kyle says, fuck you for not having
Yeah.
him on, only me.
Yeah, fuck
I do
you.
find that weird that I get asked to be on all the shows and not Kyle.
I don't find it weird at all because
You guys
I'm not
know
liked.
that Kyle Price is also a part of Talking About Balls. So feel free to reach out to Kyle.
It's okay.
I don't know what it is about me, but feel
You're-
free to reach out
You're
to
the
Kyle.
face that runs the place, man. It comes to you first.
Got that right. I am the real star of the show, Adam.
Ooh, ego.
But Loud and Local, 7:30 to 9:30. The farewell episode this Sunday. I will definitely be checking it out. I'll be back in town by then. So let's do it. That's Redline Radio right now.
Red line.
It's getting kind of thin up there. I'm not gonna lie to you, Dave. We gotta make some calls, brother.
You could probably make
Let's-
that board smaller.
Let's give it a second. Like, let me
Yeah.
get a breather.
we can, yeah. No, I didn't say you had to produce them all.
But who else is gonna do?
That's true. Yeah, we can.
That's been the question we've been asking for the last 2 years, Tim.
Yeah, we
Right.
We could probably downgrade that sign to like a poster board right now. I think we
Just a-
can go down a little bit. We don't-
index card.
At least the legal size.
doesn't need to be that big. If I'm being honest, you're compensating, Dave. You're compensating. But yeah, so that's the Redline Radio lineup, and let's get into some more sports. We had a quick recap we wanted to do. My internet is not working on my computer, so I will pull up the scores here on my phone. Obviously, Monday Night Football has not happened yet. It's about to kick off here any minute, so we don't know the end result of that game. So if you don't hear the score for that, that's why, you fucking idiots. No shit, we don't have a score for it. It hasn't happened. Thursday Night Football, the Jaguars beat the Saints 31-24. Pretty ugly, boring game. Browns, of course, beat the Colts 39-38. Patriots upset the Bills 29-25.
Wow.
Did not see that one coming. Giants upset the Commanders 14-7 in an ugly one.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod and Sam Howell is on pace to get sacked the most in NFL history. So that's kind of
Poor
cool.
boy.
Kinda
Needs-
cool.
needs some help.
The Ravens beat the fuck out of the Lions. And I talked about this a little bit a week or so ago. I don't remember which episode because I don't remember much. But the Lions, I talked about them, and I have a buddy who's from Detroit, diehard Lions fan. I'm excited for their success. But then I did mention, I said, I think they're kind of pretenders. Every time they face a really good team, they haven't really been tested. That yesterday they got tested and they fucking failed big time.
Dude, Lamar had a game.
He did. I mean, the Lions looked like shit. Their defense was trash. Their offense couldn't do anything. Again, 38-6. That is an ass beating.
I still got my fantasy points out of St. Brown and
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
He had a big game. I have him in fantasy as well. The funny thing is I look back and I look at how badly the Browns lost to the Ravens, and we had backup quarterback or a rookie quarterback
Yep.
who had no fucking business being
Yep.
on the field. They had their full team
We
and
were
they
down a
lost
lot of
38-6. They
people.
got embarrassed. So that's a good sign for the Browns, if I'm being honest. Makes me feel better. The Bears and their backup quarterback, forgot his name. Justin Fields did not play.
The
Beat the shit.
heartthrob of America now.
Is he?
Oh, dude, I saw a lot of people online. Just the women like, yeah. So
Oh,
we
I did not see
tune
that.
in for Travis. Switch
Can we
over
get back to your
Bears game.
algorithm? Can we get back to what you're? So you got 80-year-old prostitutes. You got old
I am
women
not
going
gonna lie
nuts
to
for
you
this
right
young
now.
kid.
My algorithm.
I think it is because all the Taylor Swift
has
shit
been
you've been
fucking
doing.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you went and saw that Taylor Swift movie, and your phone was like,
God damn.
this guy's there. All right, we know what to show him from now on.
Yep.
Um,
What a heartthrob that guy is.
I guess I don't even know his name. Bears win 30-12. Brian Hoyer looked
Robert
like
knows what his name is.
dog shit. Robert's got his poster. Yeah, I heard it's hanging up in his golf bag. He looks at it every day for inspiration before he goes out on the
Was
course.
it Tyson was it Bagnet?
Bagnet, Bagnat.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Bagent, Tyson Bagent.
Falcons beat the
French.
Falcons beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a last-second field
God
goal,
damn it,
16-13. Steelers beat the Rams 24-17 in an interesting game that the refs handed to him. Of course,
I do when he's shirtless.
I do, and he surely, hey, that's fair, dude. Whatever gets you through a round of golf, I don't mind at all. Again, 2023, we don't judge. You like getting pegged, you like hanging up naked dudes in your golf bag. Don't care one bit. Don't judge. You do you. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 20-10 in a pretty ugly game. Broncos beat the Packers 19-17 in a game, which I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even fucking know was happening until about 8:00 last night. I went back and checked scores, and I went, huh. Green Bay and Denver played today. Didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Denver did pull out the victory 19-17.
What?
Chiefs beat the Chargers 31-17, and the Eagles beat the Dolphins also
Dude,
31-17.
Kelsey was on pace to break records yesterday.
Yeah, National Tight Ends Day was no joke.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews went off, Dallas Goedert went off, Travis Kelce went off.
I bet on that, which is nice. That
I saw one dude,
guy.
DraftKings posted a picture earlier today of somebody's book or bet, and they need George Kittle to score a touchdown today, and they're going to win they're going to turn $50 into like $10,000.
Jesus.
So if George Kittle scores a touchdown today, some random person,
Good
whoever they
for
posted
them.
about, is going to
Good
win
for
about
them.
10,
I wonder what
10K.
the cash out option is right now.
I want to say it was low. It was fucking like $400.
So they don't believe he's going to do it then.
So that's why that guy was like, ride with that shit. I would personally. So that was your recap of the NFL. I wanted to quickly get through that because not a whole lot to go on there. Let's do our NBA predictions. And then by NBA predictions, of course, just like every other league we do, we're going to go through who we think are going to win the awards and who we think is going to win the championship. And we have this all planned out from last week, but we ran out of time. So we're going to do it this week because that's what we do. And without further ado,
I do.
we will start with who we predict to be the coach of the year in the NBA. Kyle?
I'm going to go with Brian Daboll for the win.
From the Buffalo Bills, the head coach, Brian Daboll, Kyle's favorite coach for some reason.
So I put down Willie Green from the Pelicans. I think that if they're healthy, they do well. I think he has a chance.
I just have no faith in Zion ever being
But
healthy.
I also put down Mike Brown just to go ahead and piss off one Tim over there.
Sacramento's no joke, dude. They're fucking good.
Fuck Mike Brown.
Robert says Popovich.
So I think between two of those, I think the two of them potentially.
Robert
that's
is
my pick.
buying the Victor Wembanyama
Dude, that
pipe.
guy's pretty good, man.
It's training camp. I'm
It's
gonna.
like a fucking spider.
No,
out there,
he's
He looks good. He looks good, but I'm gonna wait and
Is
see how
anybody
it
gonna
looks
make a
against.
shot over that dude? He's got like spider hands. It's out of nowhere.
Oh shit!
it is still early, but
Speaking of early, it's Game 7 and it is 3-0 already. Texas in that
Rangers.
Texas
Let's go.
Texas Astros series. I want the
Fuck
Rangers
the
to advance for
Astros.
show.
So that's my pick: Willie Green or Mike Brown.
I think we just had a turnover in the Vikings game. I didn't even have a chance to turn the game on. I see them all celebrating in the end zone with something. Oh yeah, intercepted right off the rip. All right, go San Francisco. I need that extra point. Yeah, so my coach of the year, I'm going with Mark Denault. I don't know how to say his last name. He's the head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, they could
That
be
team
big.
is fucking good. They are getting better with Chet Holmgren,
Finally.
presumably being healthy this year for
Rookie
his
right
quote unquote rookie season. They were good last year. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they got a really good team, very young. They have like a fucking million draft picks going forward. So he's just my wild card pick.
I like
didn't-
it.
I won't say I didn't take this seriously because I did, but I tried to go outside the box with my picks, and you'll see that as we go further along. Next up, let's start with Tim. Did you do a list for these, or if not, no
No.
big deal? Okay, all right, we'll go with
Never
Kyle
would have
again.
done a list.
I want Kyle to start.
So you know who would have done a list?
Who, Mike Brown?
No, if the other producer who we
Just
won't
laying it on
name
thick notes, yeah.
would have done it, we'd have been like, hey, who do you think's going to win Coach of the Year? He's like, I don't know, probably fuck, I can't even think of it. Paul Silas. Like he's so fucking out of the date.
Who coaches the Bucks?
They got a new dude. He's an ex-player. I forgot his name. I don't remember his name. I just looked it up too. You'd have to Google it.
The Bucks might not be that team.
If only we had a producer that knew how to use Google. You know what I'm saying?
shit.
Just kidding. I'm fucking with you. I don't know his name. I do know who you're
Damn,
talking about.
Hey, this has been another episode of Talking About Balls.
We're done. we're getting Dave treatment. We're fucking getting the cord plugged on us.
No, we want to get the treatment from that one comedian day. We're getting yanked hook. Where's the hook?
Oh yeah. Arizona beat the Phillies 5-1, so they are going to a game 7 as well. That'll be fucking sweet tomorrow night.
What a game.
What's
up next?
Yeah, sorry. We're doing sixth man of the year. We're gonna let Kyle go.
6 man, Emmanuel Quickly, I think.
Emmanuel Quickly from the Knicks, eh?
Yes.
I am going with Chris Paul.
Ooh.
CP3. He will be coming off the bench for the Warriors, and I think
he's gonna get some good playing time though. But that's a good.
He's a good player, but he's always gotten hurt because he's kind of getting older.
Yeah.
Now that he gets limited minutes, I think he's going to take advantage of those minutes. And I think with Golden State and Steve Kerr's offense, he's going to have a huge year. So I have CP3 as my 6th man
Solid pick there. I like
of
that.
the year. Next up, we have Defensive Player of the Year. I'll start because I've made Kyle go twice in a row. I'm going to Evan Mobley. Little hometown love, but I do think he got robbed last year. I think overall, Jaren Jackson Jr. missed a lot of games, and Evan Mobley, statistically, if you want to get into the analytics of it, was a better defensive player overall and played most of the season. So I am going to give it to Evan Mobley. I know he put on a little bit of muscle, so I'm going Evan Mobley. Robert's on my team, so now I kind of want to second guess my pick.
I also put Mobley as well, so we are the same in that one.
Not good. Don't like it. I think we're all wrong then. Next up, Rookie of the Year. I feel like it's an easy pick for everybody. Everyone's going to go with Victor Wembanyama.
Wemby.
I am going with Chet Holmgren, though, just for shits and giggles, because, again, I wanted to have a little fun with it. He never played a minute in his rookie season, so based by rules, he is a rookie this year.
He's a rookie 2.0 then.
He had a year to sit and at least watch the game and understand practicing with NFL or NBA players, and now he gets to go out there and play at a high level. So I'm going with Chet Holmgren, again, just for fun. I think Wemby is the easy pick. Look at the Vegas odds. There's no money to be made on him because they expect him to win it so easily. So again, I'm just having some fun. So I went with Chet.
I do look forward to their battle though, because they're both big.
It didn't go very well for Chet when they played in training camp a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago.
Yeah, but
again, it's not as serious. They're not taking it as serious. So I am going with Chet Holmgren again, just for fun.
I like it.
Next up,
my McCaffrey
MVP, and what say you, Kyle?
I know it's a cop-out pick, but until you prove otherwise, give me Jokic, man. I think he takes it again.
He should have took it last year.
He should have taken it last year.
He should have. He's dominant.
Fucking hate Joel Embiid.
I am going with, again, I like to just have a little fun with it. I think LeBron's going to go out there now that he is officially the oldest. He's officially the oldest player in the NBA. He's going to go out there and
what's his odds right now? Like plus like.
He's probably not that far off, dude. Robert says Devin Booker for MVP. This ain't fucking 2K, bro. Devin Booker is a choke artist.
Only reason why I don't think LeBron's going to do it, because I don't think he's going to play as hard this year. That way he can, well, I don't know if Bronny's going to play now, but he wanted to play with Bronny.
Yeah, again, I'm just doing it for a little bit of fun. I would love to see LeBron win the MVP. I think he does want to add a little more to his legacy, and I think championships are kind of out of the realm. I don't think he'll ever reach Michael. I think he understands that. He needs 2 more championships. Way easier said than done. I don't think this Laker team is championship caliber. It could be. They played great in the playoffs. I'm not knocking them at all, but I think LeBron's looking at it now as like, fuck it, I got to keep building my legacy. And I think an MVP at 39, because he turns 39 in December, would be fucking absurd and awesome.
Even LeBron in prime got fucked over by MVP.
LeBron James, no bullshit, should have like 10 MVPs. Like there was a stretch where he should have just won every year, and it's not even considered, not even a debate, and nobody would have batted an eye.
He literally got fucked over.
But the NBA was like, well, we want to give it to other people. We're going to give one to Dirk. We're going to give one to Kobe.
I think it's a pity vote if he gets it now. Like,
I'm okay with it at 39. Give it to me, baby.
All right.
Just don't get on any helicopters.
Free Degenerates DraftKings is giving away $5. I saw that for the NBA. I'm doing that for show.
He's coming back to the Cavs.
Hey, I mean, I would love it. I want LeBron back. So
trade we have to
not going to hear a complaint from me. So those are our picks there for the players. Now we will do our teams, and I have Milwaukee against Denver. Denver. Back-to-back champs. They just really didn't lose much. They're a great team. They're well coached. They have Joker. They're going to have a healthy Jamal Murray again. I just think until I can see somebody else beat them, I think they're the best
stacked.
team.
They're definitely
they're
stacked.
loaded. So I'm
I
going
like-
with Denver again.
I like the pick, but I'm taking the Cavs. I think the lights are not going to be so bright for them this year.
They couldn't beat the Knicks. I'll never get over that.
Different year. I think Allen actually shows up in the playoffs this time. Give me the Cavs versus the Nuggets. Nuggets take it back to back. I agree with you. They're just too good of a team.
Okay. I thought you were going Cavs as the champions.
my
That's why
name
I
is
was.
not Tim.
As soon as you said that, I was like, huh?
Picked them last year.
I did. I can't
just-
watch
I
any
don't-
of those games either.
I don't believe in the Suns, Robert. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like Devin Booker, and
Fuck
they
Kevin
lost
Durant.
CP3. They lost DeAndre Ayton. I don't think they got much better. Adding Bradley Beal is fine, but as the
Well,
NBA has
Well,
proven,
now it's only going to be Durant's ball on that team.
right? But Kevin Durant's proven that he can't single-handedly take
Correct.
a game or take over a game.
He
So
has single-handedly, in my opinion, ruined the whole series. The
Yeah.
year that they lost 3-1 to the Warriors,
yeah,
I
when
think
he
it was
with OKC.
it was KD's fault.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
agree.
it was his fault.
I think as long as KD is not on a super team, which he's not in Phoenix, I don't consider them a super team. Yeah, no, I'm going with I can't pick the Suns. Can't do it. And those are your NBA predictions. The season starts officially tomorrow. And with that being said, your boy JG has a bet stamp bet. And I think, Kyle, you have one
I
too
do
for the
too.
NBA.
I think I actually sent this one to Tim, so you don't yell at me now. So I got it over there.
Kyle actually did something right this time. You can't blame Tim. I am going with, and you guys can follow along at home. I think it was Bet 360. No, it's Caesars, I believe, on this one, if my memory suits me correctly. I am going with Nikola Jokic. I'm sure there's other apps that are going to have it. This is a little premature, so the only one it showed me there was Caesars. But at plus 123, you can get Nikola Jokic at a triple-double. And again, I'm doing it just for fun. It's opening day. I think Jokic is going to go out there and have another stellar season. So I think a triple-double for him.
That's a pretty good money return.
And he can get a fucking triple-double by halftime. He's that good. Like, I've seen the dude go into the half with like 15, 10, and 8 at halftime. Like, it's easy money, I think, if you go Jokic triple-double. It's one of those things that if he gets like 2 of them a week, give or take, they play like 4 or 5, 4 games, whatever. If you can bet on these every night, you're going to win more often than you lose, in my opinion. And the payout is great. Imagine if you put $10 or, $20 on a Jokic triple-double every time he plays. If he gets 60% of his games as a triple-double, you're making money. You're coming out on top. So
you don't have to hit
do
the
that.
big bets all the time, guys.
Exactly.
Small bets are good too.
what does Kevin Stefanski say about the Browns? Stacking wins, baby.
Stacking
That's all there
wins.
is. Stack them up.
You win
So
20
that's-
hours a week every time you bet. That's pretty good
it
money
adds
return.
adds up. So that's stacking a little bit of cash there for your bank flow. I look at that as night one of the NBA. Put a little bit of scratch on that.
So weird that NBA's bet.
Build your bankroll, and then you have more money to bet with as the year goes on. And if you want to bet along with us, you can go to signupexpert.com/TBB.
Send it to Robert.
And Robert,
He did.
sign up
I
expert.
sent
You
it
did
to
send
him.
it?
I did.
Okay. I thought you said send it to
I
Robert.
did send it to Robert. over the
So sign up, use our link, and you will get all the free perks, free money. You can throw these bets down with their free money. And then anything you win, if he gets that triple double, put that in your bank account, your money to keep. It's fucking awesome. It's so easy. So do that. And speaking of that, I actually I am in talks with becoming a brand ambassador with a clothing company. I told Kyle a little bit about it today. I have not signed anything officially yet. I'm waiting because they're a clothing company that makes really cool t-shirts, in my opinion, and sweaters. I love the look of them.
I
but
do
they-
like a good.
They do sports clothes, and they do it for college, pros, whatever. They have all these different cities and teams, but they don't have anything for Ohio aside from Cincinnati, the Bengals. And I don't like that.
They're not
So
part of Ohio.
when they asked me to be
That's Kentucky.
it really is. It's Ohio South.
Hey,
but
he won a bet yesterday on one of the things he signed up with.
Fuck yeah, dude. Congratulations. That's free money because you did that. But they did tell me that they want me to be a brand ambassador, and they said, here's what you do. You just have to get a shirt or like buy some, get an item, and we're going to give you a link that people can use and blah, blah, blah. And I was honest with them, and I said, I'm not buying shit until you put a Cleveland item up there. And they immediately said, working on it this week. We'll have that up there. You'll be the first to know. And I said, all right, let
Nice.
me know. And once I
I'm
do
excited.
that,
I said once you get something, I might go get something.
I will sign on the dotted line, and I will get myself that Cleveland shirt, and I will rock the fuck out of it next time you see me here. If it's depending on their shipping, I don't know how their shipping is. I've never bought from them yet, but I am a potential brand ambassador moving forward. But let's get to Kyle's NBA bet stamp pick,
So
shall we?
Jesse's sixth man of the year pick, Mr. Chris Paul,
CP3, the second to last remaining Banana Boat member.
plus 106 from FanDuel to get over 7.5. Well,
It's a
8
lot
assists.
for a bench player.
But I think he can get it.
He
Chris
could.
Paul
He's-
puts up pretty good, and that team as well, hitting those people in the corner for threes. I think he's got a good chance to put
Sure.
a pretty good assist. FanDuel thinks so. 106, just double your money. That's a pretty much almost a given bet right there. But yeah, so take it, put $10 on, make $21 back on it, and go home happy. Pretty easy right there.
Do it. So those are your bet stamp shit.
Yeah,
Because
it's your
again,
bet
we're
stamp.
a little early, so I don't want to throw out NFL bets because there's not even fucking lines for them yet. There's still a game going on literally as we speak. So those are your things right there. Next up, of course, it is everybody's favorite segment, and we are going to do we want to do a little baseball. I got my orders
Just
mixed
a
up here.
quick update. Yeah.
We kind of already did. So
Yeah,
we
sure.
are in currently in a game 7 right now with the Texas Rangers against the Houston
This is
Astros.
Game 7 today. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they are in game 7. And then tomorrow night will be the Phillies against the Diamondbacks for their game 7, I believe, in Philadelphia. I
It's
think they have
nice
home
to
field.
see that these
Or
games.
no, Arizona would have home field.
These games are going 7 games when the first 2 rounds of the playoffs were fucking like breezes. Like they
Yeah.
made it
Or
through.
no, I'm mistaken, I think. Move your head for 1 second, Kyle. Other way. Philly is the 4 seed. Okay, so Philly will have home field advantage tomorrow night. I honestly wasn't sure. So Philly has home field advantage tomorrow night for game 7. They had home field advantage tonight, and it didn't matter. They lost 5-1 to the Arizona Diamondbacks for a game 7, and Texas is currently up 3-0. At least last time I checked. I have not checked the score in a hot minute. But that's what's going on to see who will be. We will know who is in the World
Give
Series.
me a Rangers Phillies World Series. I'd like to watch that.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I would love that. We will know who's in the World Series. At least, we'll have both teams solidified tomorrow night. So keep an eye on all that.
First.
It's still 3-0.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, this new internet Dave got. Apparently, he got the bargain package, and it only. Hey, you guys get internet for 2 weeks, and then we're gonna take it away again because it's not fucking working. Don't understand why. Not happy.
Do we have the trial version? Did we get like one of those AOL discs?
Yeah, it was one of those things. Yeah, it was an AOL disc, and Kyle forgot to, or Dave forgot to cancel the subscription, so they just shut it off on him.
At least the feed is working now.
That's true. I'm used to doing this show without my laptop working, so I can live with that.
Hold on, breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Chiefs wide receiver arrested for felony charges.
Kadarius Toney. I'm just guessing. I haven't seen anything, but he's the only one that would get arrested for that. He is a head case.
Incorrect.
No.
Justin Ross was arrested on felony
Oh.
charges on Monday.
Nobody important.
Okay.
Really thought it was Kadarius Toney.
My mind was thinking Tony as well. But
As soon as you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely him.
anyways, that's your breaking news segment because it never happens on the show. But there you go.
Interesting. Justin Ross. All right.
Week 8. Throw those scores.
It is
up
time
there.
for week 8 picks. I'm kind of bummed. I got to shut off the game here. I'm trying to watch because the internet, again, is not working on my phone, so I can't get the games up.
63 and 42, 67 and 40.
Again, those scores are subject to change depending on the
59
outcome of tonight's San
47.
Francisco Minnesota game, because I have San Fran -7 as my bonus pick. So I could go up 2 points if they win by 8 or more.
Well, we'd all go up 1. You'd go up 2, so you'd move a game closer, right? 'Cause if
Yeah, we would all
pick
get one. I
San
would get
Fran,
that
yeah.
bonus point, so that would help me. Other than that, we're all in it together. We all get a point, and there's a touchdown for, I think that was Jordan Addison.
Yeah, we talked about that before we went live. Yeah, Giannis 3-year, $186 million deal with a
Yep,
player
Jordan
option.
Addison,
after
20-yard
season 3.
touchdown.
Really?
Vikings are going to be up 7-0 here as we start off.
Upset back-to-back losses.
on,
for the
Purdy.
49ers.
It's early. It's early, everybody. All right, so let's do it. Without further ado, let's get to our picks. This Thursday night, you've got the Buccaneers against the Bills. Does anybody want the Buccaneers?
I
know-
Does anybody want
I
the
know
Bills?
the Bills looked bad. Baker Mayfield is also injured, though, just for those of you at home.
No.
Yeah, he today he did not
All right.
practice.
Is it a
I'm
shoulder
not saying
thing?
he does.
I don't know what's
decent
wrong, to be
against
honest.
Buffalo, doesn't he?
What's up?
He usually does pretty decent against Buffalo, doesn't he?
No, they're pretty good. He usually doesn't do good against good teams, good defenses. That's just facts. That's facts. I'm sorry.
Give me the Bills.
He's embarrassed that a Chinese guy beat him. Younghoe Koo kicked that field goal to end the game, and
He's also
Baker
racist.
seems racist to me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think we're all taking the Bills here.
I'm going Buffalo. Robert is the lone wolf out there who said Bucks.
Yeah.
Wow. Here we go. Robert, write those scores down. Give them to me and text them.
Hey,
to me.
Robert, go buy a Buzzball like you told us you would. That's all I care about. So Buffalo for everybody, huh?
Yeah.
Fresh batch of Buffalo wings for the Talking About Balls crew.
Mhm.
Next up, you have the Patriots and the Dolphins. Did the Dolphins bounce back, or did the Patriots stay on track with the Mac Jones explosion offense? I don't think there's a fucking chance. Give me the Dolphins.
Dolphins at
Give me the
home.
Dolphins.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dolphins
Um,
have to after that game.
Yeah, I mean, currently the spread for that one is 9.5, so they think the Dolphins are going to beat the shit out of them. So Miami for everybody. I actually didn't look at any spreads, so that's going to be tough. Jets at Giants, same fucking field. It's stupid that they have to do that. I hate that teams share stadiums. But the Jets are favored 3 points. Jets defense is pretty good. Their offense
what's the locker room like? Do they have to share locker rooms?
You have a home and away,
literally
and then you
change,
literally just have to like the Jets now have to go to the away locker. But if it's a home game for the Jets, they're in the home locker.
That's
So-
hilarious.
I just meant like during the
oh yeah, it's not like the pros where like you have your own specific
it
locker.
changes out all the time.
And you have to swap for these games. I don't think they have 2 locker rooms.
so yeah, so I was about to say so what if they both got a game on the same day? Like and
They
they're
wouldn't.
both
The NFL does that on purpose. They
Okay.
they keep them away. They know like the Giants, or they'll do like Jets
1 o'clock
Sunday 1 o'clock, and then Giants are Monday Night Football.
okay, that makes
That's why we
sense.
get stuck with the fucking Giants on so many primetime games because they got to do it for the one stadium. It's bullshit.
Oh wow.
We as fans have to suffer. But the Jets are favored -3. I gotta go with the Jets. I think their defense is good, and I just don't think the Giants are that
think
good.
so. Oh, I'm taking the Giants here.
I'm
All
actually
right.
going with Kyle on this one.
Taking the
Okay.
Giants here.
Lone Wolf. Ow, ow, ow. Who do you got, Robert? Are you with me or are you against me, brother? Let's do it. I'm going Jets. Kyle and Tim are going Giants. I think I'm lone wolfing, but we'll see.
We'll see what Robert's.
You got a
Robert-
lot of Jets friends, so you got a reason to.
I fucking talk shit to them all week. I
Talk
want
so shit.
Well,
I want to roast
It
them.
probably hurts
Trust
them
me.
to pick the Jets, to be honest.
It did. I didn't want to do it, but I'm just trying to
Taking the
be
Jets.
logical here.
So
There
Chip-
is Chipper. What's up, dude? Are you waking up for a midnight piss? Because you've been asleep for 2 hours, dude.
Rob went with you.
I like that. I think it's a good pick. Next up, you have the Jags and Steelers. It's an interesting one. Even Vegas doesn't know what to pick. They've got the Jags -2.5.
I'm going Jags.
Kyle's probably going to pick the Steelers because he picks them every week now. It's like his new thing. I don't understand.
All right, so I picked the Steelers when it favors me because I've won twice. I picked the Steelers. So have you won off the Steelers too.
Only against the Browns. Okay, I'm allowed to do
All
that.
right, okay, but
I
give me
won.
Jacksonville in this one.
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm feeling it.
Buzzball kicked in. I'm seeing Jesus right now.
Yeah, I can't in good faith pick the Steelers. So they can go
Robert
fuck
and
themselves.
Chipper both take the Jags.
I'm going with Jacksonville as well, fellas. Let's do it. Chipper's though like a self-deprecating Steeler fan where he's like, "Oh, they suck. This is it," and then he picks against them, and then they win. He's like,
Self-defecating.
"All right."
He
I guess I get a cigar.
Deprecating, but at his age, he probably is self-defecating.
Poopsie glass.
Yeah, poops a daisy. Falcons at Titans is another shit game.
Yeah.
I got to double down here.
I'm taking the Falcons. The Titans are in sell mode. They traded Kevin Byard today. We didn't even get to talk about that. To the Eagles.
Tim and Jesus Bags.
They will be trading. What's up?
Jesus Bags.
Jesus, I thought that was Chipper. I thought that was Chipper that said that for a second. So I was like, "What the fuck?"
You know
That
what?
makes sense.
Jesus might be the only way they can get away with it.
I am going with ATL. The Titans are in a sell mode again.
Robert
They
takes
traded.
the Falcon.
They traded Kevin Byard today, and I don't think that's the last of their trades. Hear me out. Would you guys take Derrick Henry?
No.
Mm-mm.
Even if it was cheap, he's only going to cost the team that
If
gets him
it's
like
cheap.
I think $4 million is all he hits the cap if so a team trades for him.
Maybe. I don't know. Do you think
I wouldn't give anything
we-
for him.
No, I would give up like a late round pick
Yeah.
or like a pick swap.
it'd be just a 1 year like deal?
Yeah, no, it's his final year of his contract. He would just come and fill in. I would
It would be interesting.
at this point in the season, I would do it.
Be interesting.
I would do it.
Do you think he's calling on it right now?
Yeah, I think he's getting traded. He's a hot commodity to get traded
I mean-
because again, I think the Titans are in full sell mode. Again, they traded Kevin Byard today, and
It's all called sophistication there, buddy.
what's up, Niesel hair culling for his
For his
beard? That's just that Alabama white still.
Hey, Cousin White. dripping down
That Alabama white sauce. Just soaking in.
You got to tune in to the start of the show. To understand what we're talking
Hell
about.
yeah, dude! I would do Donovan Peoples-Jones for Derrick Henry in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
So you're taking the Falcons.
I'm going Falcons. The Titans stink. They're also going to be without Ryan Tannehill. It's Malik Willis. The Falcons' defense is actually pretty good. Their offense is leaves a little to be desired, but at the same rate, their defense stinks. So all around, I think the Titans are a bad team.
I like it, but I'm taking the Titans plus the points in this one. They're 2.5 underdogs right now. Going for the
Ooh,
upset.
Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Could you imagine that? That would
No,
not be good.
because that would fucking probably happen.
That would not be good for us Brownies. You are going with
the Titans, plus
huh?
the points. It's right now. It's 2.5
I'm
spread.
stalling because I don't know.
Titans plus 2.5 for Kyle.
Every time, not every time. I've picked the Falcons
It's two different we have right now. By the way, You
once,
can catch up
and
here.
they won, and then after that, they just kept shit in the bed. And then of course last week they win.
They play Baker. I mean, Baker Mayfield stinks, and so does Malik Willis.
Give me the Falcons.
All right, let's do it. We're rolling with the Dirty Birds. Let's go.
Some of us are.
Thank God I needed to hear that. I didn't hear an animal yet today, man. You did the Jags and you played me a hallelujah music. You didn't even you didn't make an animal noise for that. I'm kind of offended if I'm being honest.
I needed Jesus for that pick. That's why.
We've got the battle of the rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud, taking on Bryce Young. Does anybody want the Panthers?
No, give me the fucking Houston.
Panthers are a bad team. They honestly might not win a game, so give me.
CJ Stroud is on fire this year.
Fuck the Texans, but I'm taking them in this game.
Both teams coming off a bye week, which is huge.
CJ was in
He was
Ohio
at
State.
Ohio State. Yeah, a big game there. We didn't even talk about that. We don't talk a lot of college football because, again, personally,
Damn, Chipper on shots.
I don't care about college football. I watch it strictly to just scout. Who has the more receding hairline? Probably Kyle, I would think. Mine's going back, but
Yeah, I mean, could be.
That's so funny because y'all both got it.
oh yeah, no, for sure, I definitely do.
You know
He's
who
trying to look at my hairline.
You know who would make fun of us, Tim?
Who?
Exactly.
Yes, he would.
No.
He would try his hardest.
He'd be like, I don't have to deal with that. I just have to worry about putting conditioner because I gotta tie this up. His little man bun.
And then that'd be the butt of his jokes every time.
I'm kind of shocked my hairline isn't receding because I tie this man bun so fucking tight back here. No, my hairline's bad. I also got the patch going on in the back. It's thin back there.
Well, he's taking a Panther spread.
Okay, interesting. Well, the Panthers are currently getting +3 according to Vegas.
Oh, he's not taking. He's asking what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's -3 for Houston.
We got the pumpkins they did.
Oh, that's at your in-laws.
Yeah,
Those are good.
Colleen's, of course, just
Swift
one.
Is that a butthole in the middle of that? It kind of looks like a butthole. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it's hard.
The vagina.
It is a pussy. So I completely free-handed my pumpkin, and it looks that way. It came out that way, as you would expect as a guy with no artistic ability in the slightest bit. So Houston clean sweep for everybody there. Rams Cowboys, Dallas -6.5 expected to beat up on the Rams. Does anybody want the Rams? Dallas coming off a bye week.
Give me the Cowboys. I still think Dak's gonna turn it over a couple times, but give me the Cowboys.
What's the spread?
This one is 6.5 for Dallas, -6.5. So Dallas needs, if you take Dallas, they got to win by a touchdown. If you take the Rams, they are starting the game off up 7-0.
Give me the Cowboys with the spread.
Going for
Ooh.
yeehaw. We got Dallas
Giddy
for
up.
everybody. And
Giddy up.
Robert says Rams. He's telling us to ram it up our ass. I don't know what he's talking about there.
Taking the Rams balls.
Do I get a second one this week? A second spread since I missed last week?
No, that's your fault.
That is not the rules here, buddy.
You do not get rewarded. Next up, we have a battle of the NFC North. We have the Vikings at the Packers.
Oh, Jason took the Rams too. What am I missing here?
Interesting. I don't know.
Nothing. Okay. All right.
I feel like the
Rams-
upset week is over.
Yeah, the upsets are over. The upset would have been the Rams beating the Steelers yesterday at home because it was damn near a home game for Pittsburgh because they're the Los Angeles fans are garbage. I don't think the Rams are very good. I think they just got kind of outed yesterday. Cup, too much to handle. I mean,
Cup, Nakua, too much to handle.
Cup dropped a bunch of passes yesterday, and they couldn't beat the shitty Steelers offense, the worst offense in football. They couldn't beat. I think Dallas is a little bit better.
Defense, though, not the
And Dallas's defense is better than Pittsburgh's. So give me Dallas. Vikings at Packers, an interesting one because the Packers stink. The Vikings aren't very good either. The Vikings could be potentially having a fire sale after tonight's game. There's a good chance.
What's the score? 7-7 right now?
7-0. I think it's the end of the first quarter. I'm on the wrong week. My bad. Let me take a look here. Yeah, end of the first 7-0.
While you're doing it, I'll take the Vikings in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings as well. Green Bay is trash. Skull, baby. Vikings for everybody. Minute to win it. Minnesota.
Don't hate Steelers won.
Don't hate.
Still second in the division.
And yeah, no, Chipper, congratulations on first place, bud, in your fucking alternate universe MCU world you live in over there at the nursing home. They're like, yeah, go back to bed, Grandpa. They give him his pills, and he's like, Steelers are in first place. And they're like, this fucking guy needs to get put down. He doesn't even know what day it is.
He thought Terry Bradshaw was a quarterback.
Yeah. He's like, did you see Franco Harris today? He looked great. And then the fucking guy's like, give this guy a tall glass of shut the hell up.
Do
juice.
it for me, Mean Joe.
Dude, I'll take that glass of Coke or whatever that fucking stupid commercial was with the Mean Joe Green.
Should have slapped that kid.
Then that was a fucking Franco Harris did not catch that ball, by the way. That thing touched the ground. I will die on that hill. Speaking of died, Franco Harris. Fuck the Steelers. Fuck them all. Don't care.
I think Terry Bradshaw died a while ago. He's just he's an exoskeleton right now. No, he's just an exoskeleton on TV. I don't think he's really alive.
Yeah, he's a roofer in his spare time. Oh no, that he just has shingles. Sorry, that's a different situation. Fuck that team. Fuck
Was it
all of
him
them.
and Dick Vitale taking the same medicine? Or something?
Dude, man, I don't know, man. It's like they roll out the old men in that show, wheel him out the wheelchair.
It's horrible.
Sit here.
The Steelers, baby.
First place, baby. Even though we're in second. Hey, I guess if you want to speak it into existence,
don't go into that. Call him the Browns.
do I need to remind you that the Steelers beat the team from Jim Brown Stadium? Jim Brown never even played in that stadium, so that nickname is really dumb on your guys' part, if I'm being honest. That stadium wasn't even a thought when Jim Brown was playing. It's not Jim Brown Stadium. He never touched it. He never carried a ball there.
I heard he touched other things.
He touched women. He beat the fuck out of them. He loved doing that.
Throw him out the
I was
window.
very open about that.
Threw them out the window, actually.
And congratulations on your regular season win, Chip. May I remind you who
Hallelujah.
beat the fuck out of you in 2020 if we're going to talk about relevant team wins over our rivals.
We had a buzzball. We're spicy tonight.
We made Ben Roethlisberger cry. When you guys beat us, we were crying over Nick Chubb because the Browns dominated that game in every aspect except for the turnover battle. So Steelers aren't that good. You guys are lucky. You understand that. That's why you pick against them every week, because even you know that. But hey, congratulations on first place in your world. Moving on. Bengals. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped a game. Fuck. How the hell did I get so far away?
We
I
are
was looking
up.
at the
We are
score.
up to the Saints and Colts.
Yep. I was scrolling because I was looking at the score of the Vikings game and I went too far. Saints at Colts. The Saints are a fucking mess, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think the Colts who showed up last week show up this week.
No, but there's so much hatred for Derek Carr internally. It seems like everyone on that team hates him, and he had to come out today or like the other day, and he's like, "I got to control my emotions. I get too emotional out there." But maybe he does will them to victory. The Saints defense is pretty good. I know they got exposed a little bit by the Jags. They tried to make a comeback. They do have so many pieces on offense, and I just think they're the overall better team.
One of
Give me the
those
Saints.
things in offense have to get the ball down the field, right?
Alvin Kamara, I mean, he doesn't fuck around. That dude, he was all over the place on Thursday night against the Jags. It was just the defense couldn't stop Trevor Lawrence on the ground, surprisingly enough.
I'm taking the Saints here too in the win.
I feel like that game was so demoralizing for the Colts after they lost it the way they
100%.
lost it. However, I feel like they come out fiery. I think I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one.
Tim is hopping on the horse and he is riding the Colts,
And
baby.
And you know, I don't pick them off then unless I
don't.
really
So
feel.
you put a lot of thought into it. I like that. Yeah, you gave me your reasoning, and that's all. I respect the fuck out of that. And yeah, Jake Moody, the Niners kicker, just missed another one.
Oh my God, it's in his head now.
100%. He's got the Cade York.
The yips.
He's got the yips. What do we got? Great shows always. Past my bedtime. He's 4-2. Yeah, first place, 4-2, baby. Congratulations, Chipper. Browns are tied for first.
See ya, Chip.
We'll save that one for the end there. Eagles, Commanders. Does anybody want the Commanders? I don't
Give
think
me
so.
the Eagles. Is that the last time they're going to wear their Kelly Green? Now I hope they wear it again.
They'll probably wear it a couple times. I would think we've worn our white jerseys twice
should
already.
go
So I
back to
would
the Kelly
think.
Green and permanent.
It looks so good.
Slick. I love it.
Sunday.
Let
Sunday
me
night.
take a look at something here. Yeah, this one's gonna do it for me. Give me
Really? Receding hairlines. Fuck off, Chipper.
Give me the Eagles -6.5 here. I'm taking their points.
Even after that fiery interview from the dude from the Commanders, you hear that? Did you
Yeah,
watch it?
the Commanders fucking suck.
Tired of this shit. 7 years.
Yeah, he's pissed. And guess what's going to happen on Sunday against the Eagles? They're going to put a fucking beating on you is what's going to happen. I'm okay with my hairline, Chipper. I'm married. I don't give a fuck about my hair. I wear a hat. What do I care? Yeah.
I just happened to wear a hat today because I came right from work, basically.
I could
so-
literally care less about my hair. I've always told my wife again, I'm like, if it looks like shit up there, just shave it off. I don't give one fuck.
You probably look all right. Well,
I know. I've shaved my head to like no guard clipper and it looked fine.
Yeah.
She just wanted me to have hair, so she's making me grow it. But I told her, I'm like, when it looks bad, just shave it. I don't give
Yeah.
one fuck.
She probably hasn't shaved it because you probably would get hit on even more.
That's a good point. I would still wear a hat though. Like I love wearing hats.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on underneath here.
Exactly. So if you take
it's
off
a
the hat
secret.
and then you go bald, like you're gonna be
Bald is
really
in.
a
I'm gonna
chick
look
magnet.
rough. Chicks are gonna be like, "Damn, this dude. He's
Fucks.
probably ridden a motorcycle before, and that gets chicks wet."
Is that what it is? A
I think,
motorcycle?
I think I read that one time. So if Robert says bald is in,
Tall, bald with a beard, dude, you're gonna have hella
oh
pussy
yeah,
at your
no
way.
question about it. I don't need that. I'm
Tara,
married.
I'm not trying to
I'm
get her.
married.
I'm just letting him know that
Perfect
he
time for
shouldn't
Terry to
go
be like,
bald.
hi.
She's gonna chime in and be like, "Hi everybody, how's the show going tonight?"
I'm telling him why he shouldn't
She's a
go
Tim's
bald.
like, "You're gonna get so much pussy, dude, when you shave your head."
She's in the background. She's in
What
the
the fuck did I
background.
turn on tonight?
She's secretly writing Tim's name down on the wall she has behind the curtain.
Do not kill me, Tara.
You're good. She's seen me get hit on before, and she knows all about it. It's all good. It happens. Does anybody want the Cardinals?
No,
Ravens,
give us the,
Cardinals?
give me the
Hell no.
Ravens.
Didn't think
Hell
so.
no. The Ravens will be tied in 0 spot. I
Do
don't
we
know.
think that Kyler Murray returns though?
No,
It doesn't matter.
not next.
I don't think it will either, but I know. Just do we think he returns?
I think it's the week after next he returns.
He's practicing. He can come off the IR whenever they deem him ready.
Do we play the Cardinals after next week?
Yeah.
I think he comes back against us.
I could see that, which is scary because so far when we've played very mobile quarterbacks in Lamar Jackson and even Gardner Minshew, they have torched us. So Kyler Murray is a very athletic, shifty little guy that could cause us fits. So we'll see how that game goes, assuming Kyler Murray plays. We'll talk about that as the day gets to us. Moving on, the Chiefs at Broncos. Does anybody want the Broncos?
No, give me the Chiefs.
Did not think so. Chiefs are currently an 8-point favorite. KC for everybody.
Will Taylor be there though? That's the question.
Absolutely.
Mile High? No, I don't think so. Actually, Denver's a beautiful city. I could see her going there. That's a nice place
They're
to hang
gonna
out.
smoke hella
Yeah.
weed.
Next up, we have the Bengals at the 49ers. Bengals looked like they came back. The Niners look like shit right
I
now.
was gonna say I don't know. I put down the 49ers, but now watching how they're playing tonight, I might switch.
My thing, though, again, it's early. They are getting torched right now by the Vikings. However, they're without Trent Williams. They're without Deebo Samuel, who will miss this game as well. I believe they've already said he's out at least 2 weeks. Christian McCaffrey doesn't look right. Maybe he's healthier next week. I have to go with the better team on
Well, the
paper.
Niners
It's
are at
early.
home, too.
It's
Niners
very
are at
early,
home.
and it's a long travel for the Bengals. Give me the Niners
Yeah,
at home,
I'll stick with the 49ers.
but I am not touching that spread.
It's Purdy.
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 Clean sweep. Anybody want the Bears? Chargers, Bears, 2-5 Bears, 2-4 Chargers.
I don't know. The quarterback has nice hair. I don't know.
He does have great hair. Robert kind of wants to fuck him.
Kind of.
I say kind of loosely. I mean, he really wants to fuck him. But I am going to go with the Chargers. I think the Chargers find a way to win this game. They're 8.5-point favorites according to Vegas. I
Yeah.
think that's a pretty
Give me
large.
Give me the Chargers here. And Robert's taking the Bears.
Okay, Robert, keep track of your scores because you're doing a shit job this week.
I want to get the Charger up in the picture.
Wait, what's up?
He's holding the Charger.
Oh, no shit. I like that.
For the Chargers.
I was looking at Robert's thing. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Said peg 'em.
Peg 'em.
And Jason's taking the Bears too.
Damn, bold choices, fellas. I am going with the Chargers. I know the Chargers have looked like shit, but they are a very good offensive team, and the Bears defense is shit. I think the Chargers might put up a lot of points on Sunday. It could be a shootout because the Chargers defense does stink as well, but give me Justin Herbert in that one.
I guess peg 'em would be a cleaner version of saying fuck 'em.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah, but which is more like masculine? Because like you think about it, you're saying fuck them. That's literally like a physical act. But if you peg them, you have to like shove something in somebody's ass. Like that's like a whole thing. Which one's like more demeaning? I guess shoving something.
Pegging.
Yeah, that's
I
actually
think
true.
pegging.
I think so too.
It's probably more. It's
like-
definitely more embarrassing.
If you find the guy like
ball gag.
if you find a dude that got like
Fucking
beat up.
turkey on Thanksgiving Day or something, pig up there, just
It-
stick it up his ass.
If you're walking around downtown and some dude gets jumped and you find him laying in an alley and he's got like a broomstick shoved in his ass because they pegged him with it, you're like, oh my God, that's fucking embarrassing. That poor guy. But if you're not going to some guy's not just going to stay there with his dick in his ass and like let you see it. So yeah, no, pegging wins that one. That's how I think about that.
Ass not manly.
Not manly.
Hey, we're talking prison talk right now. This is the yard. This is where you establish dominance on people. Hypothetically, of course.
Barbaric.
It is very barbaric. It's disgusting. It's probably smells.
As Romans conquered different countries, they pegged everyone along the way.
Oh, that's a Sunday night game. The Bears and Chargers. I might not watch a second of that. That sucks.
I'll turn it on probably at halftime, see what the score is, and that's pretty much.
Damn,
about
I just saw that. That sucks. Speaking of primetime shit games, the Detroit Lions are taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. They're hosting them. Raiders, I'm assuming, are going to be going
I didn't
with
even
that
write
rookie,
this game down.
that rookie quarterback, because Brian Hoyer sucks ass. So I forgot his name, but they're going with that rookie kid because I think Jimmy G's still in
Is
the
that the
hospital or
Monday night
whatever.
game?
Yeah, that's Monday Night
Okay,
Football.
that's why I didn't write it.
Give me the Lions. The Lions are favored by 8. So
Give me
does
the
anybody
Lions.
want the Raiders? And
Yeah.
Tim, you have not given a point spread yet. I just want you to know
I
that.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Which one?
He took the Cowboys.
Yeah, the
points.
Cowboys.
Oh, you did. Okay, my bad. I didn't write it
Because
down.
then he asked you, "Can I take another points?" He's
Yeah.
like, "No, go fuck yourself." No, that's
I
not
was
how
too
it
busy
goes.
berating you that I forgot to write that down. So that's my fault. Detroit.
Tim's
4.
getting it rough tonight, man.
He really is. You started something that's not going well, Kyle.
It's
I'm
the
blaming you. I'm
Buzzballs,
blaming
man.
Kyle. I'm blaming Kyle.
It's
Kyle's
the
feisty.
Buzzballs.
I'm blaming the forbidden apple. here.
Kyle's feistiness rubbed off on me a little bit. I didn't mean to, dude. So we go Dallas -6.5. So that's Tim's pick there. My apologies for not hearing that. And without further ado, it is time to discuss,
quickly.
yes, the Browns and the Seahawks. Hard to predict right now. I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea if Deshaun Watson's going to play. I don't even know what kind of conditions he's going to be in. Playing in Seattle is never easy. Their fans bring it. I think they pump in noise. They cheat a little bit. They're playing very well. They're playing good football. They
What the shit is that ad, by the way? Are they trying to get people out there to see if they can get
the
more
Armed
people?
Services Vocational Aptitude Battery is a critical examination utilized by the United States military to click here to learn
Are
more.
they trying to
Thank
get
you.
people to take the test to see when the war starts, where to draft people in?
Yeah, I mean, I actually saw.
I
I saw
think
a
I'm
thing on the,
safe.
I saw a thing on the
today,
news the
big
other day
brother.
that
Not
said
today.
we are at like the lowest stage of recruiting in like United States military history. Like
Really?
they're struggling aside from the Marines, they're struggling to get people to come in and join the armed forces from what I saw in the news the other day. So yeah, that's probably why they paid ESPN a shitload of money. They're like, pump this shit up. When I look at Kirk Cousins, I think nothing other than patriotism right above it. So
I like it.
this game's going to be ugly. I hate to do it. I'm going with Seattle. I think going all the way to the West Coast, trying to win a game against Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, assuming he's healthy, Jackson Smith and Jigba, we might make it difficult for them, but I just think offensively, we're going to have some troubles. Their defense is okay. And I haven't seen enough from our offense. Don't get me wrong. We had our moments on Sunday, but
It's gonna be a Kareem Hunt show.
I'm just not confident with Jerome Ford's injury. Don't know how serious that is.
He's out.
Deshaun, what's up?
He has a high ankle sprain. He's probably out 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah, so he's going to miss some time. You have Deshaun Watson, who knows what's going to happen with him. I mean, Amari Cooper barely touched the ball yesterday. PJ Walker, it seems like he's very easy for defenses to kind of scheme for, which doesn't bode well for us. I do love Kevin Stefanski and how he utilizes everything. However, I just can't pick the Browns on this West Coast trip. I can't do it. So I'm going Seattle.
It's also a very scary stadium to play in too.
Yeah.
Pretty loud up there. I got to take the Browns here. I don't know. I don't have to take them, but I'm taking the Browns here. I think the defense is going to hold them in place. I think the defense is going to give our offense a chance to move the ball down the field. I do believe Kareem Hunt starts because I think what I read today, they said he's a high ankle sprain, potential 1 to 2 week miss for that. So it's the Kareem Hunt show and Pierre Strong show, right? But I think that will
I'm going
move.
to try at least.
They're going to move the ball down the field a little bit. I think PJ Walker not going for 2 touchdowns there, Robert.
Oh,
Two-
no.
two
TJ
plus-
Hawkinson just dropped.
2+ touchdowns. Is he hurt too?
No, I don't think so. If you
Okay.
actually look here, watch Kevin O'Connell, the head coach. Look, he starts telling him, like, go down. And then TJ Hawkinson's like, oh
my
shit, my
ankle.
knee. What a fucking
Oh,
fake
I
injury right
love it.
there.
I love
Busted
it.
on
I
national
love it.
television
I
for
love it.
faking an injury. I hope they get fined and penalized.
But I'm taking the Browns. I think the defense keeps us in the game. I think we even have a touchdown on defense as well. Geno Smith is not like a Pro Bowl.
No, he's not. Their wide receivers, though, and their weapons are very good. And I know
Yes.
our defense is great also.
Do we
but
know if Metcalf's out again next week though?
No, not yet.
Okay.
He was literally a game time decision this week. So my guess
Assume
would
he's
be
in
that
next
he's going to
week?
play.
Okay. But yeah, give me the Browns. It's gonna be a close game, probably ugly. I mean, it's probably gonna come down to the last quarter like this last one did, where we're a little nervous here. But I'll take the Browns. Give me the Browns by 3 points, 24-21.
I want to take Seattle so I can watch the game.
Tim, you could take whatever team, but I'll still tell you all about it. You're not watching it, bud.
But I'm taking the Browns. I feel like, we won the last 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So I feel like we're trying. I feel like especially after the way we won yesterday, I feel like that's going to be a big morale boost. And I feel like it's gonna be a good game. It's definitely gonna be a scary game. Like you guys are just saying, like it's gonna be pretty close. But I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be as high a scoring game as last week.
No.
Or yesterday.
I hope not. What the fuck was up with our defense? If that happens again 2 weeks in a row, I'll be very nervous.
But I think that's also like y'all said. I think that kind of also put a chip on their shoulders. Just kind of like gave them a little bit more to fight for. Like, all right, guys, we aren't as good as we were. What's going on?
Yeah, humble them a little bit.
Let's figure it out. And I feel like this game is going to show that we figured it out and they're going to come out hot.
I hope so. Again, I'm just going with my gut. I don't like to pick against the Browns, but I just got to do it.
Did you see that the record that Myles Garrett set, who has 82 career sacks and turns 28 this season, surpasses Reggie White's 80 sacks for the most sacks by a player prior to his 28th birthday since 1982, when they started counting sacks as an official stat.
Didn't know that. I love that, though. I think he will get more. I mean, the O-line in Seattle's played actually pretty well this year, but they're not great. I think Myles is going to have himself a pretty good day. Again, right now, with the way our offense is working and operating, we need to rely on our defense to create turnovers, and that's exactly what they do. I do love Jim Schwartz's quote, because they did ask him before the Colts game. They said, you're statistically ranked number one in like every category, except you have like hardly any turnovers. What's up with that? And he said, I don't teach turnovers. He goes, if I tell the guy to go after the ball, that's where you lose fundamentals and you don't make tackles because you're focused on the ball. He's like, I told them, just do your job, make your play. That's all we worry about. If we get them off the field on third down, it's better than hoping you get an interception or missing a tackle because you went for a fumble.
That's a turnover.
That. Yeah, I agree.
That'd be a fun bet there, Robert. Myles 2 sacks. And what the odds are, probably plus like 900.
2 sacks in the opening drive.
That's bold. That is bold. There's probably a lot of money to be said or to be had with that. Yeah, I don't like it, but I got to go with Seattle on this one. I just think traveling that far, Pacific Northwest, young team with a lot of adversity right now because of the quarterback situation. You had the fans that hated Watson because he was hurt. Then they hate him because he played. They keep getting in their own way. So I just think there's a lot of issues on the offense, and I just feel like our luck might run out this week. So give me Seattle. I hate to do it. With that being said, let's get in to everyone's favorite end of the show segment. That is just the tip. Timbuktu is up. I got a feeling I know what he's going to talk about. I got a feeling it's happening tomorrow morning, and I'm going to let him tell you motherfuckers all about it.
It is happening tomorrow morning. The Michael Collier Show. I am back on. I had a conversation with the producer of the show. Shout out to Walter. We had a nice conversation, man. I'm not going to say I felt some type of way, but I was like, dang, I didn't get Michael Collier's number. And I know somebody else that was on the show, they got the number. And then somebody else that was just recently on the show today that got their number.
We got a number, all right.
And after seeing today's show, I think it's a good thing I didn't get it. So, but I did get invited back on, and I'm so excited about it, man. I'm coming with some jokes people may have heard. But they are still fresh. They are people. If you heard it, you probably heard it me working it out. Like
now you get to hear it polished.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
I usually don't practice my sets, but I try to go in when it's a small set, when it's something that's a couple minutes, and I know I gotta punch you right away. I usually try to make sure I have my direction. It's a little more linear. It still will be. I still like to be in the moment, like to be free.
Absolutely.
But this is going to be, I think it's going to be a great show, man. The Michael Collier Show, every time I've tuned in, has just been a great show in itself. So if you can watch it tomorrow, watch it the day after, watch it, coming up, because it's a really good show. Shout out to Michael Collier for having me on. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Straya. Shout out to Walter for reaching out to me, man. It's gonna be fun, man. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, it says 7 a.m. PST because that's Pacific Standard Time, but I think that's what the S is.
Close enough.
But we are, of course, in Eastern, and we will be playing at 10 o'clock. So,
fuck yeah, check that out. Check out my boy Timbuktu. I will do my best to watch live. I'm going to be doing a training class tomorrow, so there's no guarantee, but I will check it out. Absolutely. I support my boy Timbuktu, and you guys at home should as well.
At least give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down after you get off. So I don't want to watch train wrecks. But
no, if Tim texts us tomorrow and he's just like, don't watch, I'll be like, all right, brother, I respect it.
I want y'all to watch it. I really want y'all to watch it live if you could. I mean, I don't, honestly, with comedy, you're gonna bomb. It just happens.
Absolutely, it's inevitable.
So you know, I go into it just if I feel it's funny. I'm gonna laugh at myself. If you don't laugh at me, oh well. But I will definitely go in with some heavy jokes. Not fat jokes, but heavy jokes.
Look forward to it.
Hell yeah, dude. Go down there and kill it.
My tip of the week is another TV show, of course. This one is Loki on Disney Plus. Loki season 2. I don't know if you watched Loki season 1, but season 2 is good. I mean, honestly, Loki season 1 was pretty impressive. I was excited for them to make a season 2 after the season ended. I didn't know if they were going to, because some of these Disney shows for MCU usually are just a one and done. They'll do like a one series and then they move on. Like
I have not started season 2 yet, but I really liked season 1.
So they usually use them to carry over to other movies. So they use these one-off series to kind of like continue a story into another movie.
Yeah.
This one, not so much. This is kind of a standalone. There's some stuff that intertwines into Loki 1, now season Loki 2. I'm curious to see where they go with it. But so far I'm through wherever. I think they're on the 3rd episode now. It's good. It's well worth it. It picked up right where it left off. Owen Wilson's on the show. He kills it like always. And then I think I forget his name.
Chris Middleton or not Chris?
No, him,
Tom Middleston or something.
I don't know. Anyways, it's Loki. But he did date Taylor Swift. I knew that. I'm learning so much about Taylor Swift.
She had a new song on her album called Loki.
Yeah, but it's worth watching. Give it a watch. It's on Disney Plus. I think it comes out every Friday as a new episode. So if you want to wait till the end to binge it, like most people do it, but it's worth watching.
I haven't watched any of the Disney.
Loki's something I was kind of iffy about going into, but then they made the story really cool and it intertwines into a lot of different MCUs. And him alone as a character, not being like the evil guy in like an MCU movie like he was, it's worth watching. Like he actually portrays kind of a good guy, I guess you want to call it.
He's likable, but then he does something shitty, and you're like, he's still the
god of mischief. So you gotta expect,
right, exactly.
And
You
it's
gotta
Tom Hiddleston.
There you go.
But
we were all collectively wrong and
Samson,
meshed it together.
Samsonite, I was way.
Swanee.
But no, check it out. It's worth watching.
Doesn't he mess with the time? Like,
yes. So that's the whole point of it. Like he's basically stuck in like you can call it purgatory, I guess, just in layman's terms. But he has the ability to jump through different times.
Robert says, who is Loki?
They bring him in to kind of help out because they know it's like give him a second chance almost. And then Kane, right? Kane's the big villain in Loki 1. Now Kang. You've seen him. You've seen him now in the new Ant-Man that came out and stuff.
Didn't see it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
you're not missing much.
Just watch it. It's a good.
It's worth a watch, but it wasn't great. Yeah. The new Ant-Man movie, truthfully. I think Robert's trying to get Tim to give him his black card back. He's like, "Who's Loki? I don't know superheroes, bro, dude. I'm too busy watching BET over here. You know what that's like."
They just had the BET awards too. That's hilarious.
He's like, didn't see any fucking superheroes win shit. My tip of the week this week is a new album from my favorite band of all time, Blink-182. Of course, they released their album One More Time on which camera am I? Middle?
Yeah.
Okay. They released One More Time on Friday. Oh yeah, that camera's not even facing me, so that's a good answer there. They released their new album on Friday. It is fantastic. It truthfully is one of their best albums to date. They are advanced as musicians. They are advanced as songwriters. The songs are very personal and about their real lives. I mean, if you guys have actually heard the song One More Time, it is truthfully about how they went from being best friends to Green Day is better. You would say that, Robert. Black card revoked. Revoke. Nobody likes Green Day better than Blink-182. That actually means it.
The drummer alone.
Yeah, Travis Barker is better than every Green Day musician combined. I'm just going to throw that out there. And the songs on this album are phenomenal. They're all very, very heavy and true. And again, the song One More Time, the title track, is about how they went from being in top of the world in the 90s to they had their falling out and they broke up. Then they got back together. And, obviously, those of you that don't know, Travis Barker had the plane crash that he should not have survived. A bunch of his friends died in that. Mark Hoppus just survived cancer. Tom DeLonge actually had a skin cancer diagnosis a few years ago. I don't know if a lot of people knew that. So they've had a lot of turmoil in their band, and the fact they came back together to make a fucking phenomenal album. It's great.
One More Time.
Check it out. One More Time. And they just announced today they're doing another tour next year for this album and all that. But the only unfortunate thing is the closest it comes to Cleveland is in Columbus. And I don't know if I'm interested in a road trip.
2-hour drive.
I've seen Blink plenty of times.
Did you watch the interview? They have an interview with, I think, Entertainment Tonight.
No, I saw their interview with Zane Lowe.
Maybe it is Zane Lowe. I saw bits of it on TikTok. Them just talking about stuff.
Probably it was with like a British dude.
Yes,
with glasses. That's Zane Lowe. So that you could find that on like Apple. I think.
I will say I'm a Green Day fan. But this Blink album, it was. I texted you. I said this is the best album I've heard him play. But it was just Travis Barker's drumming ability in this album is fucking unbelievable.
Oh, he's just, I mean, he's the best drummer in my
just
opinion.
the riffs he puts together for certain songs and the different like beats he gets, it's amazing. But the lyrics alone just stand alone out of this album. Just listening to it over, like the music's catchy. There's certain songs on there that are really catchy and good.
And bands have to do that, like
Yeah.
at their level. Like
Sure.
if you listen to a band that doesn't get radio play, you're gonna hear like songs that you would never, because they make music that they know is not going to be on the radio.
Right.
Blink-182 had to make a couple songs because they know like Edging that came out. Not my favorite song of theirs, but it's poppy enough to where it got radio play.
Yeah.
And that's all they're doing it for.
It's funny because now there's a, I think it come out like last year where they were watching kids watch their old music
Yeah.
videos. Hilarious. By the way, Travis Barker not very sociable. No, doesn't talk much.
No, he's very
He's
quiet.
just
Very quiet.
Stone faced.
That's why when he sang a little bit on this album, people were like fucking blown away because he doesn't do anything. And Green Day never broke up because they might have broken up. Nobody just gave a fuck. They also tour with a fourth band member that a lot of nobody wants to talk about that.
Green Day's going on tour next year. Stadium tour. It's going to be Green Day. You ready for this lineup? Green Day, Smashing Pumpkins, and Rancid.
Today is the great.
I would pay to not go to that.
I would go watch it because
if I got
Green Day
free,
fan.
I'll take a look on them when they're $20 on Groupon. I'll consider buying.
Steve, I agree. I got a new car and it has amazing sound system.
Anthem 3 is fucking phenomenal.
I had it turned up loud when I first played it, and that fucking hits.
Yeah. And again, Green Day has a fourth touring member. That
Just bring it up. Just keep bringing it up. Just keep bringing it up.
Because Blink-182 is 3 guys. That's it. Same 3. Green Day has some guy that shows up just for tours because they can't play their music live. So who's the better band now, Robert? You fuck.
That was personal, Robert.
Slipknot's better. It's okay.
You definitely lost your black card.
Slipknot's definitely not better. You got a bunch of dudes fucking banging garbage cans and masks. That's a fucking gimmick. That's Gwar. That's not a good band. Gwar's fun. They're fun as fuck. I saw them live before the lead singer died.
Who's what's that group that has wear all kinds of like Halloween outfits?
Mushroomhead?
No, it's like something Death, or I forget the name of it though.
Oh, Ghost.
Yeah,
the band Ghost.
That's an interesting band to watch.
They're strange. I'm not a huge fan of the music though.
But they
they're
put
okay.
on a hell of an interesting. I've seen the clips.
It's a
very
fucking
interesting.
It's a movie. Like they don't fuck around, but it's just not for me. What was Robert's last comment there? Green Day.
He's just trolling now.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that is reference to.
And with that,
we have reached the end of the show. Next week we will be back on Wednesday.
Yes. Then back on Monday the week after.
We're probably going to keep rolling with the Halloween intro. We're going to edit it a little bit just because I fucking love it. Even though next week will officially be the 1st of November for our show, but I don't give a fuck.
So
we're the rules.
Next week we're back Wednesday. Then the week after we're back on Monday again.
Is it okay? That's the week you're going. Yeah, you're in Vegas, right?
Yeah. So
gotcha.
Basically 2 weeks out. Yeah.
Okay. We'll tell you all about it next week.
Yep.
We will be shifting dates around, but we will make it work. I actually, we'll talk about it next week. We have a conclusion to our pick'ems.
We do.
It ended. There is now one person that won our pick'ems thing that we did. So that person, young Dylan Fluck, his last name is literally Fluck. A friend of mine who I met this year. I've known him a little bit through text, but I met him this year. He went on the draft trip with me and my friends. He's a Raiders fan. He lives in Philadelphia. He won, and he is more than pumped to be on the show, virtually, obviously. So maybe I'll work with him. I'll coordinate that week that you are in Florida and can't do it. Maybe I'll let him come on and
December 4th.
fill some time. I'll give him like 4 minutes, and then I'm going to cut his mic because that's what I do. We'll figure it out, though. But congratulations to him for officially winning. I did get a text yesterday from some people that were like, what happens if we tie? Because they're like, I lost. My buddy Kyle picked Buffalo, and Buffalo obviously lost. And Josh Kruger, he lost yesterday. Those were the final 3.
Upset weekend for sure.
Dylan picked the Seahawks, and the Seahawks won. So Dylan is officially our pick'ems winner.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, congratulations to Dylan. I'll talk with him, and we'll get that set up for him to be on the show. He's in college, so I don't know.
What's the deal, Pickle?
He's young, so I don't know if he will be able to do it that night, but I'll give him the date, and we'll see what happens.
Perfect.
And with that being said, everybody good?
We're good.
All right, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching. Go Browns. Get your buzz balls. Talking about buzz balls. We will talk to you again in 9 days. Cleveland, that was for you. See ya.